Welcome to the guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of Night Quest. I am CMoney, and I'm joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. Shout out to Doodle for rocking out with us for a little while because she is not feeling great, but she did want to be over here to roast a Nintendo Pony. You know what I'm saying?
Who will pass that up?
We
You know what I mean?
we had to get one in. So oh man, who knew they existed? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a unicorn or some sort.
Yeah, I've never heard of a Nintendo Pony, so I'm excited to hear.
Listen, they were like step aside ponies. Step aside.
We'll show you how it's done.
We'll show you how it's done. That's wild.
Yo, the wildness is crazy. But
They're out here fighting for that spot. You know what I mean?
I mean, they feel like they're equal now.
I know. And I mean, technically, they've possibly surpassed the ponies when it comes to, you know, how many games they get, their console actually evolving. I mean, yikes. The budget for the games are pretty much
Oh shit. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's a good time though. That's a good time. Well, of course, you have myself, you have Doodle, but it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday night.
Tuesday. Look at you trying to
Tuesday-
speed into Friday.
The month's already doing that by itself. It is Tuesday night. That's right. And that means that it's not just Doodle. It's not just myself. No. We have our homie, our brother, Pharaoh motherfucking Bazaar.
Let's
in
go.
Hey.
the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, my brother.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
What's good?
Not much.
Thanks
How's it
for rocking
going?
out, Pharaoh. That's the homie.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Guys, we're gonna have some fun tonight for sure.
Le fun.
As you saw on the thumbnail, had to make it really clear what we were talking about today. I was flabbergasted. I was like, yo, I never did crack. Okay, but
that must be it.
whatever
That must be it.
whatever this dude is on to make him say what he said,
Put the crack down, son.
put the crack down. Indeed. We're definitely going to talk about that. It's going to be a fun time for sure. Then Ghost of Yotei.
Crack is whack.
Look, rest in peace already, bro. It's funny because it seems like the closer we get to launch, the more people are disliking the game.
Ooh.
And it may have something to do with that other thing that took place. But
You know that
it's
they
getting smashed.
didn't like the game already. They just wanted, glaze what PlayStation does. There was no need to pretend the game is trash.
I mean, this newest trailer wasn't a good
It's not
way to try to
impressive,
take it out.
man. It's not what we're looking for. The end.
No, not how many
Close
years
that
in it are we
chapter.
already? There's gonna be 4 years in it.
Throw it in with Concord.
Yo, in a basura. You know what I'm saying?
Casket.
I mean, that's what their people are doing to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing to it. They're looking at it and they're already saying muy malo. So we don't know how that's. We're going to talk about that for sure.
Caca.
Also, the Series S out here saving these devs, schooling these devs, making them better. It's like it's crazy because we hear nonstop people try to throw the Series S under the bus and they try to frame it where Series S is somehow some type of bad guy. But in reality, how many times now have we seen Series S come to the rescue and help these developers make a game that performs well or performs better everywhere because they figured out how to, actually learn how to code a game properly.
Oh, you don't say they've learned. Oh my God, they had not that ability before. What has happened? Have they evolved? You don't say. Get the fuck out of here. They realize that Xbox is the way and they're done talking shit.
I mean, yeah. We're definitely gonna talk about that too. It's gonna be a fun time, yo. It's gonna be a fun time for
Especially
sure.
with everything we've heard, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then we do have the Xbox Ally and Ally X. The supposed confirmed prices have come out, so we'll talk about that too. And we're definitely going to do Didn't Make the Cut, that's for sure. But before we do any of that, remember, y'all, we are here in the building, and you guys are live with us right now. Thank y'all for being here, man. We appreciate y'all. Of course, we do want to shout out all of our homies who support us over on Patreon and on YouTube memberships. You guys are the shit. Thank y'all so very, very much. But we do want to, on top of that, shout out our elite members. That's right. We have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Queen Witch, and the return of Coach of the Canuck.
Let's go.
Appreciate you, my brother. And then we have our inner circle members. We got the homie Pragmatic Eagle and Hargeet Chani. I do want to say shout out to our boy Big Migs Gaming. If you can have your thoughts and prayers for our boy. He's having some stuff going on. So shout out to him. Hope he feels better.
Send him some love if you talk to him on just private message him through Discord, Twitter.
Yeah, shout out our boy. And if you're not familiar with who Big Makes Gaming is, but you've been around the channel, he always like changes his name to make fun of me somehow at some point, and has a good time with it. So he's definitely super, super cool dude. So shout out to him. Absolutely. Now I have to restart this because we obviously are in a new week, right? That means we have a new set of winners. That's right. The contenders for the month's end. Last week, top contenders. That's the word. Most top 3, best spot, number 1 in the building was Be Nice.
Let's go.
Then you had most first super chats was our boy Jonas the Dad.
Let's go.
Most
shout out to
biggest
Jonas.
super chat was from our boy Quan the Terrible.
Let's go.
And then the top 3 most gifted subs came from Jonas the Dad, Be Nice, and Razor Ultron.
Woo!
So
Be Nice has a double banger in there.
Does have a double banger for the
damn.
And then we got our August champs. Most top 3 best spot, number 1 in the building. You got Coach Hood and Canuck for the month of August.
Yes.
Most first super chats from my boy Broke Boy. You got bigger super chats from my boy Big Boy Mike.
Let's go.
Most biggest super chats, Jonas the Dad. Top 3 most gifted subs for the month was from our boy Ryuar Gaming, QBN Gaming, and Hargeet Chani. Woo. And then most gifted subs at one time was from our boy Hargeet Chani. Shout out to him. Shout out to everyone who rocks with us, man. We appreciate y'all so very, very much.
Thank you.
You know how we do, man. You guys here live in the building right now. You guys are supporting us in such a major way, man. And we appreciate each and every single one of y'all individually. You all are so very, very, very amazing. But of course, you know that you cannot all be equal, right? That's just
that's
just the way it works. It's not, we don't make the rules.
No.
Right. So again, obviously, all great, but there's some specials among you. That's right. There's 3 of you who are walking among you, who have risen above, not like night, but like have just risen above and are looking at you down from above, and they're just watching from an elevated seat because they are the ones who got into this building first. That's right.
Woo.
They are the ones who saw the on-point bat signal go up, and they showed up immediately.
The fuck, I'll be late.
They said, the fuck, I will be late. Now, the real question, though, is who are these people? Let's unmask them.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
unveil these bitches.
These bitches.
Oh,
that was a bit much. You said it first. I just kind of hopped right in with what you were saying. You know what I'm saying?
My mind went elsewhere when you said that. So, my bad. My bad. Go on. Go on.
Number 3 in the building. It's our homie, Mr. Mother effing
Let's go.
Teddy Keys, baby. Mr.
Woo.
Teddy Keys in the building. Shout out to you. You know what we gotta do.
Hit it.
Gotta hit him with a little 2-piece. Pop, pop, pop.
Yes.
Pop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
Smooth
to
it
our
out.
boy, Mr. Teddy Keys in the building. Shout out to you, my
I
dude.
love that he took, like, he was like, yo, let me type this out, you know? Tell him how I feel.
I mean, he's not messing around. Number 2 in the building.
Let's go.
It's our boy Vince C.
Yo.
Shout out to our boy. Give a little pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure
Xbox
they're
got
ready.
nothing, unlike Nintendo. They had $100 Virtual Boy and $25 cardboard for their fans.
Damn.
I gotta tell you, I was shocked that $100 is where they went with the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
$50 max.
But for what? Like, I don't
as a little
understand who's going to
memory.
want this. Like, who's going to spend the money? It doesn't matter how little it is. It's just, it's a bunch of nonsense. I mean, the quality is the what some may say as the pro, right? Cardboard, trash.
That's hurtful.
Except that PlayStation be charging $700.
Very similar.
Very similar.
Very similar situation for sure. I would agree with that idea. Absolutely. Now, the real question is, who is first? Who is?
Who?
Who
Best
is
spot of the night.
the best bot of the night?
Get it.
Do I have a drum roll? I don't think so.
I got you.
I think there's zero chance that anybody can hear that.
Pharaoh's so confused.
He's like, what
the
is
fuck
what are these
is that?
sounds? What are these sounds? Nobody knows.
No, finger snapping. Pharaoh, you know how to snap your fingers? They
Bro.
say I don't know how to do it and it makes no sound. But
First
you
of
hear
all,
this?
let's make this clear. No one
You hear
finger snaps with anticipation.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
that? Oh.
Like, that's not like, oh shit, something's happening. Everybody finger snap real quick. It's not. Pharaoh, you're super muted. You're super muted, but that's okay.
Poetry, babe.
No,
You're
I'm
like,
saying
oh,
when you snap
darn
your
it.
finger, the sound of the snap actually comes from your finger striking your palm.
what did he say? Because I'm training right now. What did
It
he
comes
say?
from the sound that the snap makes comes from
Yes.
the sound of your finger striking your palm.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Things are about to change. All right, you guys may
Are you
not have
shitting
heard
me?
the last.
That's what it comes
time
from
I
when
snapped
your
my
finger hits
fingers,
your
but-
palm. That's where it makes the sound. So yeah,
So if you're wearing a glove, then you can't do a loud finger snap.
probably not. But Doodle
Got
might
it.
learn how to snap in a second.
Are you hearing all this stuff?
Aren't
Yeah,
you just
we can
slapping
hear
your
it.
hands
Keep
together?
going.
I
We
don't
can
believe
hear
it. Okay,
Thank
listen.
you, Pharaoh.
Listen.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome.
This is delayed. The reveal of
I've
number
been
one.
trained.
This is an
my bad.
important
My
number
bad.
one.
This was important. I just learned
Okay.
something special. Look at me
She's about to be
snapping my
snapping at
fingers.
y'all the rest of the week.
Oh, he's in
Hey,
trouble.
CMoney.
He's hearing this all week. That's right. But you know, he tried to teach me, but he didn't teach me right. He was telling me about the middle finger.
What middle
The
finger?
middle finger.
Hey, I mean, I use my middle
Remember,
finger.
you
to
said
snap.
start with your middle finger.
Yeah,
It
your
didn't
middle
make any
finger and your
sense.
thumb.
I start with my pinky against the thumb.
No, that's crazy talk. Listen,
I mean,
we have to
you-
reveal number one.
Go ahead. All right.
God
This is
damn it.
important. I'm
This
just
is an
saying.
important
Go ahead.
one.
Go ahead.
Shit. Number one in the building, the best bot of the night
Oh,
is our motherfucking homie Zach Riley saying first.
oh,
He said first. He was first.
damn.
This is the world's collide. Nothing is the same anymore. We knew at that moment all these shows that have gone by where he said first and he was like 45th. We knew one day it might happen.
45th. That's
This
right.
might actually be the second time he's done it though. I think he did it once
I think
before.
so. I think it's happened maybe
think
once
so.
before.
Maybe once
But
before.
you know what? Shout out to Riley. I feel like it means
Shout out to our boy
it
Riley.
means just that much more when he does it, you know, because he's always hoping to be there. And when it happens, it's like, attaboy. You know what I mean?
Facts. He's like a kid who wants to see Santa, so he stays up every Christmas.
Yes.
And waits by the tree, but he keeps falling asleep.
Exactly.
And then one day, Santa slaps him and says, "Why are you still waiting here?" And then that moment is fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
this
that's
is the
normally how
moment.
it happens.
That's how it happens.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
Shout
Merry
out to
Christmas,
our boy,
Riley.
Zach Riley, with that #1 shot. That's what I'm talking about. You the man. You're already in here. He's about to look at
He's
that.
a best Bob.
He's best Bob of the night. It's just what it is. These are facts. We don't make up the rules.
Nope.
What it is. That being said, shout out to our top 3. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here, guys. Shout out to everybody else live in the building. We do have the homie, motherfucker broke boy insider. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna start this bitch up with that first super chat of the night.
Let's go.
$2 super chat. Let me get you in. First chat. Broke boy says, "I'm here. No worries. Be happy." Wow, what a beautiful message. Beautiful, beautiful message. Thank you, sir. We have the homie Pal,
Wow.
Busted Steel Manager. That's our boy Canuck.
Coach.
I don't know if he wants us to
Coach,
forget
let
that
us
name,
know. Let us
or
know if
us
you
to-
want.
like, do you want us to dive into Pal? Like, this is your new identity. You're cutting off Canuck, because I could change everything. I left Canuck in the thing because I didn't know. So let me know if you want us to switch Canuck to Pal. Your choice, my friend. He says, "Hey all, it's been a great time hanging out with you all
Let's
here
go.
on On Point for Gamers. Fam
Thank
Jam
you.
has been great. Shout out to our boy. Thanks to the community I found. Suno, thank you, Music 72. Thanks a lot, bros. Thank you, sir. Member for 18 months, man. Appreciate you, my brother.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, fam. Oh shit, my dude went ahead and gifted 5 On Point for Gamer members.
Let's fucking go.
Shit.
Yes.
You know I had a, what was it?
Smooth it out, baby. Butter those biscuits.
Butter those biscuits. Had to butter those biscuits right there. Gotta go ahead and moisten them stamps. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our boy, Pal.
I feel like you need a
aka
water
Canuck.
gun for that. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji
Woo.
in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every
Let's
one of
go.
y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. But of course, you know what you guys got to do in that chat. That's right. You go
Get
ahead and
him
put
in.
that emoji in there that you know is to celebrate our homie Canuck /Pal for going ahead and gifting this. Let them know how you feel. I'll show you a little bit right there. Pop, pop, pop.
Woo.
Moisten his stamp. You know what I'm saying? Hit that shit. Right. Don't disappoint him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, my homie. Thank you, brother.
Oh, man.
Let me get
No one likes it dry.
No one likes it dry.
The stamp, it won't stick.
The stamp won't stick. That's definitely true. The stamp won't stick
Mm-hmm.
if it's dry.
Yeah.
Mm.
The turkey won't taste right if it's dry.
The turkey
It applies to
won't
many things.
taste right. You know, Doodle, what a beautiful take.
I'm just here to pass on knowledge. You know what I mean?
And you are the knowledge
I take it
bringer.
upon myself.
Listen, I think everyone, and I can speak for everyone when I say
Everyone's thankful. I get it.
we're so
See?
thankful
I get
for
it.
your knowledge that you bestow upon
You
us.
know what Jesus says.
Jesus says, do what Doodle says.
Oh, I like that better. I was going to say, I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
Oh, shit.
You know?
Oh, my God. That's funny. That's real funny. Let me put this like that. I'm gonna hyphen Canuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him Pal /Canuck. You know what I'm saying? Just in case he has a change of heart. All right. That's money. We do have the homie Machine XP in the building. Thank you,
Yo.
my dude, for being here, man. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Says, can't always catch y'all live much, but salute to all my Xbox fans.
Yo.
Oh, Machine Man.
Thank you for
appreciate
rocking
bro.
out. And thank you for being a member for 16 months, bro. Thank you
16
so much.
Motherfucking months.
That's amazing.
God
Thank
damn.
you.
That's all I'm talking about. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, my brother. Then you got the homie Broke Boy, member for 15 months. Thank you, my brother. Says, let's
Thank
get ready
you.
to moisten those stamps.
Oh,
Shit. You know we got to do that.
I get it.
Can't
Get
mention moistening stamps and not get them moistened. You know what I'm saying? And then we have our boy DJ Birdo Das. What's up, man?
DJ.
El Capitano.
Oh, El Capitan.
Thank you for the $2 super chat. Says Pinky the Snap, diabolical. I mean, that's like crazy. That's not even a thing. Nobody can do that. There's not enough
I can
power.
do that. Oh,
in your
yes.
pinky.
Feel the power. Hold on.
First of all, you're showing me 6 fingers to snap. What the? Hold on. Check this out. She says, "I'm going to show you the pinky power." this is.
They've seen me snap before. If you've been rocking with us for a while, they know how I snap my fingers.
But
They
you
know
said
this.
pinky.
No,
Pinky.
from the you got to
Pinky.
push the pinky down with everything else.
But then that's not pinky power.
Listen.
That's handicap pinky power.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. We have some problems tonight,
Oh my
see.
God. Oh man. Well, shout out to all of y'all. We also got to shout out the homie Mac City Entertainment in the building.
City was good.
What's up, man? I see the homie Becca in the building. Nope.
You hear
Silence.
it.
Crickets.
You hear that?
That's just skin
Cricket,
rubbing
yeah.
against each other. Bro,
What?
nothing's happening. Oh my God. Jonas the dad in the building. What's up,
Disrespect.
fam? Thank you for being here, man. Erican in the building. What's up, fam? Where else? Man in the building. What's up, player?
Let's go. What's up, baby?
2Man 55. What's going on, homie? Outward Lyric in the building. What's going on, fam? Brandy Young. What is up, player? G
Ooh.
maybe in the building.
Let's go.
What is up? Brian Gibolt. What's going on, man?
What's good?
Thank you for being
Good,
here.
Brian. How you doing tonight?
Says Ponies, remember they're going by monthly active users like Xbox. I mean, they're definitely in their feelings for sure. They have a lot of emotions happening. Oh snap! Our Larry says, "Hope you are doing great today. Had an amazing time last night watching the Demon Slayer movie.
Oh,
Today was also a great day. Who also watched the Demon Slayer movie last night?
yes. Oh my gosh.
did.
I work lyrics.
Oh, y'all
Shout
watched
out
it?
Our Lyrics.
Oh,
It
we
was
did.
so freaking good. By the way,
I'm surprised.
I could have stayed there and watched like the other
All
parts.
3 parts. Come on, baby.
It just went by so freaking fast. The movie is phenomenal.
This is the thing. I famously didn't care for Demon Slayer. But that's
It
because
starts extremely slow if you watch the show. The first season is very slow. You're like, why,
Yeah, and
why
then
should I
there
be
was, like,
interested
some-
in this?
there was some really graphic, crazy shit that I saw too that kind of was like, oh, I don't know. So I kind of stood away from it and I just completely disengaged with it.
Mhm.
But
I've been watching.
Doodle watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, obviously she wanted to watch the show. And of course, I was going to go watch it with her. And well, let's just say I am now a fan. That was fire. I got to go back.
Oh my gosh.
Before
Oh my
the
gosh.
next movie, I got to watch
According
the
to
whole
him,
show.
#1 fan. It's like this is
Number
not
one.
how it happens.
Number 1,
See?
amigo, me.
All right. This is not
Yeah,
how it
Listen, I know everybody's name.
how it plays out. Oh, okay. Wow, you're taking jabs because I can't remember names like that. Wow. Okay. I see you. How you throw me under the bus.
Mm,
No worries.
I didn't throw nobody.
Y'all like
under
the
the
movie.
You
I,
throw
I'll
me under the
just
bus
tell
with
y'all.
words, but
Mm.
I'll throw you under the bus literally.
Well, that I believe for sure. Farrell, what were you gonna say? Sorry, sir.
I was gonna say, if y'all are fans, if y'all like the movie, Entertainment District is the best arc in the show.
Well, Doodle, you watched all that stuff, right?
The what?
The Entertainment District.
Yeah.
That arc. I watched no arcs. I watched the arc of the movie.
Noah's Ark.
No, Noah's Ark. Yes, but that movie was fire, bro. Straight up
Yeah.
fire.
Yo, it was insane. Did you watch it, Farrell?
Yeah, I took the kids on Friday.
Man,
Nice.
I don't know. Obviously, we can't get into it and talk about it like that, but holy crap.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
graphically insane. The music, the score was crazy. And the details when they go into the backstories, man.
Yeah, it
Man,
was really
tell me
good.
they didn't break you, Farrell.
You know you like that bad guy better than everybody else after his story came out. All those
Asuka?
Yeah. Yo, you like him now. You're like, wow, you did that for him, for her.
Wait, careful.
All right, stop. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of this.
I mean, there aren't many demons that I didn't like that are of the upper ranks. I mean, most of the upper ranks are pretty cool and unique in how they came about being demons. Most of them, weren't necessarily trying to become a demon. They're
just taking an inopportune time, moments of weakness.
Yeah, they kind of lucked into it, I guess.
Luck is, depending on who you see. Luck wasn't so lucky for him. That being said, I find a lot of similarities between this and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait.
The upper demons versus like the higher ranked demons, and
they're coming back in January 2026. I am so freaking hyped. That's one of my favorites.
I think that's the final season of Jujutsu Kaisen.
You better not, Faro. You better not. How about we keep that to ourselves?
It's a very short manga, so I think it is the last season.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It is, but shout out to my homie, all right? Machine XP, who says, I don't remember names either. I get it, Doodle. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So name forgetter, sympathizer. I see it. I see Machine XP. No, it's okay. I don't remember any names either.
He says shout out to the boy Noah and his
Sorry, facts. I see. Oh, snap. Hold on. What is happening here? Oh, shout out to the boy Razor Ultron in the building.
Yo!
Went ahead and gifted one on point per game. Remember, let's tap him right here. Pop.
Get it.
You know what I'm saying? You know what you gotta do. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest member, man. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Razor, for gifting that subscription. You know what you got to do, guys. You know why Razor showed up. You know
what he wants.
You know what he wants. Put the emoji in the chat. Let him know that you appreciate him and you want to make him feel good. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that. Yes. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you, Razor. But don't get too fucking tired because you got to come back. Machine XP.
Let's go.
Went ahead and gifted 10 on point for game memberships, man.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Fucking double, triple, quadruple bang this shit. Yo, shout out to my boy, Machine XP. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome all of our newest members. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with us. Thank y'all for being here. And of course, our boy Machine XP.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You better get into that. You better get into those emojis.
Get him. Slide in.
Finger. I can't say. You know what? You got to hit the finger and the explosion.
You got to blast
Put the emoji in.
You got to blast it.
Blast the situation right now. You know he wants to feel loved. Okay, that's what's important here. Make him feel loved. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Let's go.
Shout out to you, Machine XP. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Let's see. I see the homie Mont's PBM in the building.
Mont, what's good?
Up, fam? Thank you for being here, homie. Infinite Hero in the building. What's going on, man? Thank you for rocking out.
Oh, this is beautiful. Wade Johnson. Shout out to Wade Johnson.
What's beautiful?
Thank you.
Oh shit.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Not gonna lie. That's what's up.
Wow.
Damn. Thank you. What you gotta do, see?
If I had panties, I would take them off and throw them. You know what I'm saying?
He said the book of eggs.
I would say that I'd be like, Toma! The fuck? Wade Johnson, that was fire.
Damn, Wade Johnson. Well, thank you.
That was crazy.
Someone has a way with words.
God made heaven and earth in 6 days. On the 7th day, he made Doodle.
Damn.
Shit.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. I mean, true.
I gotta somehow drug her so she forgets about that and then say it to her later. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was fire. Holy shit.
Don't try to ruin it, broke boy. Don't try to ruin it.
Don't be a ruiner. Oh shit. Got Railroad Gamer.
Oh, boy, I try to use that on his wife.
Oh no, hold on. Wait. Did I go? Yeah, well now after this came out here, you're free to use it anywhere. This is amazing. All right, where am I? So Wade Johnson, what's up, man?
You
Thank
got
you
me
for being
hitting
here.
him
Ren,
up like, yo, you got what was it to Doodle tonight?
hey, I was gonna write this letter. Yeah, you got something I can say, man? Anything, bro? Thanks, bro. Ren in the building. What's up, man? Duke Togo in the building. What's up, man? No, we haven't covered it. That's the first topic of the evening for show.
Oh.
Big boy Mike.
Oh, bro.
Fam, what's up, homie?
Let's go.
Thank you for being here, my brother. Appreciate you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
If the hero says Nintendo's buttering their biscuits.
As we speak.
Stanley Francois in the
Ooh.
building. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Force One was going on.
Hey, yo, Force.
What's going on in the building? Derek Johnson. What's up, man? Wait. Isn't that the same motherfucker?
Who?
Isn't Derek Johnson Infinite Hero?
The fuck do I know?
Bro, I thought that was, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm bugging. Anyway, shout out to you. Thanks for being here, fam. Where is it? Dun, 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 dun,
He said no.
No? Okay. Well, forget it then. Did I say? Okay, I think I. All right. My last name is with the S. Okay, that's fine. Cool.
And your social security?
Date of birth, please. Mother's maiden name. All right. Listen, we got to get cracking because we got some things to do. But did I update? Because I need to update. Right, I do have to update. So we got Sheen XP with the 10, Razor with the 1. Okay, cool. All righty. Let's get started with did it make the cut? Okay, let's go ahead and hop that real quick. We're gonna go over here. Let me set this up right. Go here. Okay. All right. So let me take my chapter. Oh, wait. Actually, let me pre-share it so it's ready to go. Go there. Beautiful. All right, so do this right here. Okay, so this is did it make the cut? If you don't know what segment this is, well, it's very simple. Obviously, on the title and our thumbnail, you see some topics that we have listed. Those are the main topics of the night. But there's a lot of things that happen throughout the week and every day that wouldn't be deemed topic worthy as like this big, oh, let's give it a topic and then let's spend some time with it. So what we're doing is we're taking all those topics that didn't make the cut and putting them in their own segment. So that is what this segment is. And the first little thing here of didn't make the cut, Nintendo. They're out here doing some crazy shit.
All right, let's go.
Obviously, we know about that patent that they put out there to like patent catching monsters and shit and creatures to fight for you, right? Just like Monster Hunter and so many other like Power World and stuff. Well, now they say Nintendo tells a Japanese court that mods shouldn't count as prior art. Now, why is that an issue? Experts warn this could let companies patent mechanics pioneered by modders. Okay, so modders, what they do is they take an existing game and they build something using, you know, the assets or whatever, or they build mechanics that weren't in the game and put them in there. And essentially what Nintendo's trying to say is, listen, if we find a mod that does some cool shit, we can take it and steal it essentially verbatim.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that these are the same people that are having an issue with anyone taking
from them
that seems in any way similar to what they do, right? The smallest of things, right? Because then they're allowed to sue the situation, right? They're allowed to sue any other company. Okay, so now what they're saying is that they are allowed to steal, kind of like PlayStation and Bungie the stolen art in the music, like that. It's mine now.
Yes.
So they don't want anyone taking anything from them.
But they want to take
But
everything
they
from
want it-
anywhere else.
Okay, got it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That checks
Yeah.
out. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you could see.
Jeez.
No, that's pretty
That's wild.
that's pretty amazing. Don't you think, Pharaoh? Isn't that fun?
It sounds very Nintendo-like. Sounds
Mm.
very Nintendo-like. As much as I hate to say it.
It does.
I can't stand that though. They get a pass because it sounds like Nintendo. That's what Nintendo does. And it's almost like the reason behind them doing what they do and nobody bothering them. Well, guess what? We're coming for you too, bitches.
All the
Nintendo's
vitriol,
getting smoked tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I say
Go ahead.
all the vitriol that Xbox gets should be going towards Nintendo, honestly. Like Nintendo is such a bad faith actor towards the consumer, and they have been for such a long time. Like I understand they make some decent games here and there, and they have a couple masterpieces, but it's not worth the cost of doing business with them at some point. It just isn't.
Facts. I mean, honestly, they're just like kind of proven out to be really like a sleazy company. Like you got fucking Miyamoto going up on the screen like, ha, making Zelda, this is so great, or another Mario movie, woo! Oh, just please love it. Oh, it's so amazing. I'll see you in court, bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is such a weird dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
very
I always say
bipolar.
their executives are working with the Yakuza. That's
I
what
think
always-
so, bro. I think so. Miyamoto's a front. You know what I'm saying? Like they put him out front and just try to pretend like, you know, everything is cool and they just love gaming and the customer, and then they just go in on everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, and don't get it twisted. Like you might say, well, they're going after developers or modders. They're trying to steal their content, but they even go after like content creators, like YouTubers who try to use their stuff and do their. It's just, I don't
like
know.
people that do like the one dude that did that one song, Oh Mario, on it was like a little TikTok song, and it was fire.
Which one is it?
It's this song called Oh Mario. And it was a great song. It was hilarious. And it was like
Is that the
basically
one that's
like
She's for the Streets?
Wait. The one
Yeah.
with
Yeah, She's
Peach
for the
getting
Streets.
I
Yeah.
love that one.
Yeah, that shit is so
yeah.
funny.
Nintendo sent the cease and desist to him.
Get out.
How? The Save Me Mario?
Yeah.
What? I have it
Yeah.
right here. It's still there.
Well,
Oh, don't play it.
Oh
it
no!
everything, but
Somebody re-uploaded it.
yeah, he can't. Yeah, so he can't make any money off of it anymore. But people have, already taken it and re-upload. It's already out there. But yeah,
It's sad. It's funny. It says right here. It's sad they removed the original.
That's why.
All the re-uploaders are helping us keep this gem up. That's crazy.
It is a really good.
This is literally
And
one of
you
the
know,
best videos
the
ever.
crazy thing is that all this does is bring attention to their IP. But they're so focused on the idea that no one can make anything off of whatever they've made, right? Or whatever they've built. But in reality, it's all marketing. It's all marketing.
Yep, absolutely. Now, we're gonna move past that right now because there's one group of people who are sick of Nintendo shit, and that is Sega.
Good.
If you remember back in the day, Sega used to do that whole marketing. Sega does what Nintendo don't, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They used to go at Nintendo like, oh, you guys are little bitches. You know what I'm saying? We're the shit. You guys are for little bebes, right? Like that was the way they did it. And so back in the day, they made this commercial. Okay, I'm gonna play it here. Hold on, let me just do this. Okay, I'm gonna get it. I want to get this up here. Let me see if I can. All right, let me bring that up. Bam. All right. Ready? This is a commercial they made back in the day.
Okay.
Back at the height
All
and
right.
Nintendo and Sega were going at
The
it.
Sega Genesis has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't. So what's blast processing do? And what if you don't have blast processing?
Wow. Wow.
That's that was amazing, right? That's amazing. Okay, now you ready? This is the thing. Sega, this is back in the day, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But Sega said, you know what? We got a new racer coming out. let's hit them with this bullshit right
No.
We all know that kart racing game. It's great. We don't need to show it to you. But what if you can blast through and race on a whole nother level? What if you could warp across different dimensions, fully customize and build out your machine, and compete head-to-head across different platforms? Or what if you want to roam around on the open road?
Wow. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Yes.
We all know.
Man, the world needs more of this. This is just like, let's stop the snowflaking around, the
yes.
flowers, props to you. No, fuck that kumbaya shit. We are competing. We know that you guys have it in for each other. Go at it. Let us see it. It's fun competition. Man, shout out to freaking Sega.
So I feel like Sega is finally feeling confident now because the whole console thing is kind of doesn't matter as much anymore.
Yes.
So now Sega's like, fuck it. I'm not battling on my console anymore. Let's battle with the games.
Yes.
And they took their fucking Sonic Crossroads that looks so fucking fire. And they just
were
put
like,
it up
"Come see
against
me
that
in
boring
these
ass
streets."
game. Say it again, baby.
They were like, come see me in these streets.
Come see me in these streets. Sega's not fucking around, bro.
No, I love that energy, man. Like,
Hell
yes,
yeah.
bring it. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
If it's competition they want,
And that's what it is, baby.
that was epic.
That was real dope. That was real
Yes.
dope. Had to show that. That was fire. All right. Let me see. Get out of there. All right. Get back to where I was. Perfect. All right. What else we got going on? Let me do this. Okay. So I don't know if you guys heard Microsoft Xbox PC app adds Steam games and access to other stores. The Xbox app is now a launcher for all of your PC games and is rolling out to all users today. It's official, guys. If you fuck with the PC app, they're already ready for the ROG Ally, the Xbox Ally, and the Xbox Ally X. They're ready to launch everything from one place. And Farrell, did you use it yet?
I just checked it out while before the show kicked off, so I took a look at it. I didn't use it, but
yeah. So basically, what it does is that you literally just click your games. Like, it's just a fantastic launcher. Like, you just click your game and it just boom runs it right from there. It's really dope. It's really, really dope. But again, this is just they're doing it now. Why? They're getting it ready for the handheld dropping next month, which is so fucking. It's literally a month from today.
That's wild.
1 month from today, which
Time's
means
going by so freaking fast.
Which means it's almost certain that during Tokyo Game Show they're gonna drop the release date. I'm not the release date. The price. The official price. Like, we have the official quote unquote official price that we'll talk about, but like their official price, and then put it up for pre-order. Right. So but yes, this is happening. This is a thing, and is obviously getting ready for the next Xbox. So this is just they're gonna basically beta test the software for a year.
They're kind of just testing this out, making sure everything's smooth, legit.
So come day one console launch,
no nonsense,
smooth like butter.
I love that they're doing it right after Helldivers too. They're like, yeah, I thought we were friends. This is how we roll.
This is how we roll. It's a beautiful thing. Power World has announced that their new, not their new 1.0, the remember, it's been in beta,
Yeah.
like it's been in that early access this entire time. Well, it is it's going down for in 2026. It will be a 1.0 release. I'm gonna imagine it's gonna be in January.
Yeah.
You know, like the 2-year anniversary.
It should be.
So that's gonna be the 1.0. And they're very pumped for it. They did this whole video, but it's like 5 minutes long, but it looks really sharp. Like they did a lot of work in kind of sprucing it up and getting it ready for that 1.0 release. We enjoyed it, right? When we played it.
Power, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really good. It just kind of took after the next update, which was, I believe, during the summer, there was a lot going on. So we didn't dive back in like that, but it's a great game. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's early access is it's kind of difficult, right? It's kind of difficult. Because Power World, like, it's really an open game. Like, there is a story, that's there, but it's not like that prevalent.
Yeah, it's not as accentuated because you don't necessarily you don't feel it that heavily.
Yeah, like it's not like focused over there. So as far as getting hooked on like another update, like it's like there has to be something massive. Like I feel like 1.0 is going to be a significant release, and be cool to kind of hop back in, try it out, see what they've changed. But I feel like it's not like necessarily like a grounded 2, which is like I'm fucking waiting for that next drop.
The next update. I do feel like you kind of, for me at least, you got kind of like the essence. Obviously there were certain, I don't know if you recall, in the caves you were kind of like it will kick you out if you were
there was like glitch. It was glitchy.
There was some glitches and stuff. So like I'm sure there's a lot more to explore now, but it's one of those games that you're either in it or you kind of got the feeling of it and maybe didn't pull you back in.
Yeah.
I think that's the risk with every time they do something like this.
Well, for sure. And that's why these milestones for them are such a big deal, right? Because it's like, oh, hey, we're doing this big update. They did that Terraria crossover, right? Like they do these updates to kind of keep the player base coming back. And then 1.0 is like a big milestone. Like that's the big moment, right? It's like, all right, this is the official game and we're just going to build from here. And hopefully you get back a lot of the audience that kind of drifted away.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely excited, I think, to hop back in for 1.0 because we started right in the very beginning.
Yes.
So we're gonna see the biggest jump, between where they started and where they are. So definitely intrigued. Farrell, what about you, bud?
I'm sorry, I had to respond to a text from my wife. What'd you say?
This game, Power World. Is it something that you were into? Are you looking forward to the 1.0 release?
I played Power World when it first came out. It looked very exciting. But when I played it, it was kind of slow and it was more like a survival thing. That's not really what I was looking for. And I'll jump back in. Like I'll see what the 1.0 update is about. And if I like, what they're talking about, I might give it a gun because I like the concept of Pokemon with guns. It looked cool, like you fighting alongside your monster and things like that. But it was a little bit too bare open world for me when I first jumped into it the first go around in the early access. But I love the concept. So if they nail some core gameplay mechanics that actually appeal to me, I'll be in, because I do like the concept. Like I was very excited when it first got announced. I think I was
Gotcha.
was I on the show back then?
I mean, it was 2 years. I mean, it was not this January that passed, the January before that.
It was last year, but I
And
remember
this
being
is
like,
episode 67, so this is like a year and like a few months. So I don't even think we weren't doing this show.
yeah, but I say I know I talked about it. I was pretty excited about the game when it first came out, but like I said, it was a little bit too bare, and they had like some server issues. There were some things where the Steam version was way ahead of the Xbox version as far as like getting updates and things like that when I first started playing it. So I'm definitely I would love to see the game progress and keep getting better to the point where it's like, oh damn, I need to be a part of this game.
I feel that. Doodle, you're gonna strap in with me?
What?
You know what I'm saying? For the
Chat's
go
not
back.
on that one.
So many thoughts.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, we'll see. Probably.
Mm,
If you hop in, I hop in.
all right, cool. We'll try it out. All right, and then another one. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is less like a thing, but it's more like it's just wild. So you know how like when you get like a game for review, they have like an embargo.
You woke up say shot.
What happened? Oh shit. That's not what I said, bro. Oh my god. All right. So you know how you get a game for review?
Yes.
Okay, and they say, hey, you're embargoed until such and such date.
Mhm.
Until then, you can't talk about it, you can't
Yep.
do anything. Okay. So this dude, okay, from Dual Shockers. Now, Dual Shockers is a PlayStation
Of course.
focused, website.
Okay.
And they got Silent Hill F for review. Okay. He put out this whole note, says, as a preface, I write for Dual Shockers.
Oh geez.
And I'm doing a review of Silent Hill F.
Okay.
Because of it, I was able to get the game early and I beat it over the weekend.
Obviously.
I'm rating it at 9.5 out of 10.
What?
It's genuinely spectacular, right?
Okay.
And then he goes on to say, now here's some things that I found.
Oh god.
And he starts listing some things,
No.
right, about it. Like, oh, it's more Souls-like, it's all this other shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody goes up, like writes to him in the chat. It says, isn't there an embargo? How can you talk so openly about it? The guy says, the embargo just gives me a deadline.
What?
And prevents me from talking spoilers.
Oh, these poor gallopers, they don't have the reading comprehension.
Bro, everything I'm talking about are things that will be in the review. Stuff I'm allowed to say.
Wow.
Then he said, all right, I was just making sure you're not getting into trouble. Thanks for the post. I already pre-ordered the game the second it was possible. He says, I appreciate it. Thank you. DW, I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know. I reread my email a million times just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
A million?
Enjoy the game.
These gallopers.
My dude, you did not. Because he deleted the post.
Of course he did. After someone explained the situation.
It's just
damn. Wow.
It's just like like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What fucking pony thought that they were gonna get a game early? No one else is talking about the game. A lot of times they don't even let you say
that you have the game.
You have the game, right?
Yeah.
And like they'll be very specific. Like Xbox sometimes will be like, hey, you can let them know on this day you can say that you have the game.
You have the game.
That's why you see a bunch of people on Twitter at the same time saying, hey, we got this game for review. Hey, we got this game for review. So he 100% was not supposed to say anything. But I guess the poniness is not just
the powder is strong.
It's not just a facade, like the poniness is not just made up stupidity. It's like it runs deep. You know what I'm saying? It runs deep.
It's in the bones.
It's in the bones, as like there's no other way to look at it. There's no other way.
Space Shot says maybe he should have had a lawyer read his email. So as that lawyer's not a galloper too.
Facts. All right. And then guys, I don't know if you missed it the first time around like I did. Well, let me tell you. The Witcher 3 Xbox controllers.
Yes.
They are back, but they are in the design lab. So you could just make that bitch anytime you want. Now, if you guys remember, I gotta put this out there and make it clear. Doodle had said that she was looking to get me one.
What?
Yeah, she was looking to get me one, but they were
You've been hanging out with ponies?
Sold out. That's what she told me.
I don't remember.
Now,
clip it, send it to me. Was it live?
It was live.
Okay, clip
Doodle
it. Doodle
said, I was going to get it for CMoney, but
really?
It was already sold out. And I said, yeah, tough breaks. Well, it's back, which means by definition, Doodle should be getting me the Elite Witcher 3 controller. That's
it's on the
okay.
I mean, that's contractual at this point because of the YouTube video where you said you were gonna.
Show me the video.
You know, Pharaoh remembers it, and so does everybody in the chat.
It?
Yeah, everybody in the chat.
That?
Look, Razor. Doodle did say that. I heard it. You see?
Okay, because I go by what Razor tells me.
Razor knows. Okay, Razor knows.
Did I say that, Pharaoh?
He did. She did.
He's
nervous.
Maybe you did.
Maybe.
We'll put a maybe on it.
Maybe I did.
Don't worry, guys. I'll keep you guys posted.
Okay, sure. Let them know.
I'll make the Infinite Hero says yes. If once she buys it for me, I'll make a short unboxing. Okay, to share with all of you.
Of what?
Of the Witcher 3 controller.
Of nothing? Just an empty box?
No. Once you get it.
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
All right. So I'll keep you all posted. Okay.
Sure.
And every time we come on the show, you could just ask Doodle. Look, DJ Burrow says, I think I remember that episode 2, CMoney. You see?
Oh, that sounds like a bunch of malarkey.
Yeah. Just saying. Look,
I ain't gonna let them push me.
Doodle, how could you ever doubt CMoney? Those Crocs don't lie.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh,
you know what?
Reminded me of
Doodle,
the Croc.
I'm gonna side with CMoney in the chat on this one that you said it only because.
Wow, because betrayal at its max.
No, the chat never supports CMoney.
You see,
he never has the support of the chat. So
unless he wants something. Then they're like, get it, Doodle.
Tell you, is right there. Look at it. Look at how dope that is.
Betrayal from everyone. Where's my boy Ryu Art?
Ryu Art, he's sleeping.
Listen, I feel like he would have my back.
Well, Michelle Alexandra says, I thought Doodle said she wasn't gonna get it.
Oh,
just some Witcher ankle socks. That's real wild.
But you know what?
That's real wild.
Socks would be appropriate, you know.
I mean, I like a good pair of socks. So
you know, you come downstairs on Christmas after you done loaded up the stocking and the tree for everyone else, and you sit down and in your chair and you wait for your gift and get some socks.
For Christmas. Pharaoh's setting this up for Christmas. Okay.
I mean, I could wait. I could wait for
socks?
Christmas.
Yeah.
No, my controller. What are you talking about?
No, what they're gonna do is they're gonna order the Witcher 3 box for the controller, and they're gonna put socks. They're gonna put socks inside of it.
Controller, the fucking roll of socks in there
with a little weight, with a little 5 pound like dummy weight in there to make you think it's really the controller. Yeah, and it's just some socks.
Thank you, Becca. Becca knows.
Betraying me.
Yep.
Says, I don't remember you saying anything about getting it.
Nope.
Isn't it funny that all the women are banding together?
Really?
I'm just playing.
Because you were all circle jerking each other about this shit.
Just joking. joking.
I just
Okay?
lean towards the chat because the chat are usually haters towards.
Sure, look
C-Money.
at Pharaoh, full of
So,
excuses now. Save it, Pharaoh.
no,
Save your bullshit.
I'm just saying that the chat is very pro Doodle.
They are. I mean, we know this to be true.
Doodle, you know,
They've betrayed me, so
Listen, all I gotta say is that this controller is fire. If you did miss it the first go around, like I did, yes, it's back, which is pretty damn dope. All right, I love when they do that. It's just like, just let us buy this shit, okay? Like, don't make it limited, don't make it go away, make it easy for us to get. So that's fire.
this is what I remember. Simple Jack, thank you. That's exactly how it went down.
That's definitely not that.
There it is. Shout out to Simple Jack. Says, I'm pretty sure Doodle was gonna get CMoney. What?
A Geralt body
No.
pillow.
What are you gonna do with that? See?
That's not a gift. That's not a gift for C-Money. That's definitely a Doodle gift. What's
For
the
who?
what's the love interest name on The Witcher?
Oh
Yennefer?
man.
Yennefer
Yes.
body pillow.
For who?
For C-Money. You don't want a Geralt. You don't want to be body pillowed up with
The
a
only
dude.
body pillow I need is Doodle.
I knew that was coming, Pharaoh. I knew that was coming. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Well, you didn't react like it was nice that I said that.
Of course it is, but I already know my baby.
All right, just making sure. Just checking.
He's obsessed.
That's true.
I
That's
just
true.
know you don't want to be laid up with some platinum haired dude in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I would not.
No,
I would not.
that'd be
No,
really
I'm gonna have to
weird.
pass on that.
That'd be-
I'm gonna have to pass on that. Absolutely. And then the last thing before we hop into this
Oh, man.
numero uno topic
Okay.
is the Splinter Cell Death Watch exclusive trailer.
Oh,
That's right, it dropped. The Netflix animated Splinter Cell show is dropping on October 14th.
Oh, it's coming out next month.
Yep,
That's pretty
October
quick.
14th, and that's going to be at 3 a.m. Eastern.
Ooh, that leads me to believe that either at what is it, Tokyo at the Tokyo Game Show or at the Keeley Show, we might get a Splinter Cell announcement.
That'll be wild.
Because you're not going to have the anime and not have anything gaming related attached to it.
Or just have the anime and tell the Splinter Cell obsessors to go F themselves and get a subscription to Netflix. You want some more Splinter Cell? You better go watch it on Netflix. That's it. That's the way they're handling it. So yeah, I mean, look, it looks fine. I don't know if I'm gonna be excited to watch a Splinter Cell cartoon.
cartoon.
I mean, what else is it? It's not an anime.
He was so respectful of Demon Slayer, and then just got
Right.
He went right
Demon
back.
Slayer is an anime. Okay, supposedly the guy who wrote John Wick wrote this Splinter Cell
Okay.
Death Watch. Death Cell.
Words, am I right?
Fuck words. What are we
Yeah.
what are we talking about here? But yes, that's happening October 14th, 3 a.m.
All right.
Be there or be square.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way
Do
we
you?
roll here. Be there or be square. That wraps up. Didn't make the cut.
Wrap
okay?
it up.
We're wrapping it right up. Now we're hopping into the main topic of the night, or the first topic, as they say in French. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, we.
We. What is the first topic? Some will say, oh, well, you're about to find out, but let me get it up here. Let me pull it up. Let me bring
Oh.
it. Let me get to it on the internet. Okay. Can't talk next to these people. All right. Let's do this. Okay. All right. It's going down. Let me get my chapter. All right. So, Chapter 1. Nintendo fanboys are coming out. They had a little Nintendo Direct, and all of a sudden you see these motherfuckers coming out the bushes. Straight out the bushes. You know what I'm saying? Never expected them. They were like this. Now they're like this. Okay. They're out here talking hella shit. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Listen, we had one of them on our show, and that was a dumbfounding situation. Like, wow. I never like.
Yeah, crazy.
I
like
don't think
that?
I ever talked to someone on crack before. Like,
Yeah.
Never.
If you think it's difficult to talk to a pony, try a Nintendo.
I think they're worse.
fan.
I think they're worse.
Yeah.
Just in like their arrogance. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Ignorance as well.
yeah, they're cracked, right? They're cracked. But that was one version of it. But this shit right here, craziness. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to
see this face. You know him well because you've seen him on the thumbnail. That's right. We have him splattered all over our thumbnail because I was so dumbfounded by what this is. Now, I never heard of the Nintendo podcast. Okay, but that's what it is.
That's him.
And
like no Photoshop.
Okay, so
no,
you know what I thought?
Podcast.
I thought this was the guy from the 70s show.
Hyde? Oh shit.
That's what he looks like.
That's real wild.
He looks like a Photoshop of the dude that just did the ESPYs.
I don't even know what the fuck the ESPYs are, bro.
It's like an ESPN like sports award, but like they have like a comedian on stage that does the roast. Like it's kind of like a roast almost.
Gotcha.
And they had a comedian. I can't think of his name. Let's see if I can find his name real quick. Let's see. Let's Google it. Y'all can keep going, but SB's host. Shane Gills. Yeah, he looks like Shane Gills a little bit, but Photoshop.
I would never know who that is in all of history of life.
It's like a comedian that's not the funniest comedian, but
all right. Well, maybe they're related because this dude's definitely not funny with the crazy shit he was saying. So it's about 1 minute and 21 seconds, and he has a partner who's on this show as well. But I think we gotta listen to this so we can all take in what goes through the minds of a Nintendo fanboy. Okay. I feel like we're in a big truck, you know, going through the jungle or the safari. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're observing Nintendo fanboys in their natural habitat.
Okay, I see that.
This is, listen, just some of the stuff they're gonna say might be a little crazy for you. All right, let's hear.
Look at PlayStation. Look at Xbox, for Christ's sake. There's nothing for Xbox at all.
No games coming out.
PlayStation's doing nothing. They
Nothing
release
for
one
Xbox
game
at
every
all.
quarter.
Yeah.
And we have like 5 games coming from Nintendo themselves before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Then Zelda and Pokemon and Tamagotchi Life and everything coming at the start of next year. There's so much. And it's like, yes, we all want F-Zero. We all want Star Fox. We all want Animal Crossing. Give it a rest. Nintendo, they just launched this console 3 months ago, and they've already given us a brand new Mario Kart, a brand new Donkey Kong, and almost every single main IP they have has a game that's almost ready to come out, other than a couple. They showed Fire Emblem today, a brand new Fire Emblem, which like people love Fire Emblem, and people are still like, oh, well, I didn't get a new Chibi Robo game. These things will happen. Animal Crossing will happen. F-Zero might. I don't know if F-Zero will happen because I don't know if Nintendo cares. We have 8 more years of this console. Don't rush. Take it slow. Life is precious.
People
you know?
don't know how to do that anymore because look at how streaming is. You get an entire show dumped on you in a day.
I know.
You don't have to wait for anything anymore. Think about how you feel when you order something from Amazon. It says it's going to come 2 days from now. You go, ugh. We've been conditioned to get everything now.
This is not about waiting. This is about people. He literally brought up what they've released from Nintendo, right? Which were what? Donkey Kong and Mario Kart.
Yeah,
right?
those are the 2 games so far. Yeah.
So if that's what Nintendo is bringing to the table, and they're asking people to go and pick up the Switch 2 to play the games, where are the games? Some people don't like Donkey Kong. Some people are not looking to play Mario Kart, right? They want their Animal Crossing, or they want their new Zelda game, or they want their freaking new Mario game, right?
Yeah.
They're not looking to wait. He's talking about a lineup. No, if you're releasing a console, what are you releasing that console with? Where's the hype?
Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong. So this is the thing. This guy, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I think one of the biggest things that a lot of people who bought into the Switch are upset about is that they thought there'd be a lot more third-party support. It's not the lack of first party, it's the fact that they've kind of hidden their development kits from other publishers and haven't allowed third party to really release titles on there. I think that's like one of the biggest things that, you know, a lot of people are pissed off about.
I think I mean, obviously the Switch is a letdown for a lot of people. But I think the problem is my dude came over here ready to try to throw like hardcore fake news out there. Like the most wrong, like if he's talking to his Nintendo audience, again, this is like pony syndrome. Where they listen to each other and they all hype themselves up to believe this stuff. My man said there's no games coming out on Xbox. First of all, this year alone, how many games have Xbox released? Crazy amount, and there's still
about 15, right? About 15 this year.
Somewhere between 10 and 15. There's still a few games coming out this year.
Yeah,
like there's still more games.
There's still Ninja Gaiden, Call of Duty,
Keeper, Call of Duty, Keeper, and oh wait,
you had the expansion for Indiana Jones that just dropped. Grounded 2 early access dropped.
That just dropped. So it's Ninja Gaiden, Keeper, and Call of Duty. 3 games still left.
Outer Worlds 2.
That's the one.
Outer Worlds 2. That's number 4.
That's the one. That was the 4th one I was looking for. I knew there was one more. So there's 4 games still left.
This year, by the way. This year. He's
3
talking about
months,
a lineup that falls into 2026.
And the beginning of 2026, we're going to start off with a bang because there's games already ready, like to start coming out, right? Yeah. So, like, fake news immediately, right? Immediately, this I was about to call him a pony. This Nintendo fanboy comes out here with crazy blasphemy, right? But then he follows it up with something that's even more bullshit. He said PlayStation releases a game a quarter.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
What? Are you kidding me?
Where have you been?
In fucking made up fairyland.
They'd be blessed to release a game every 2 quarters at this point, outside of MLB The Show, of course. But yeah, they'd be
at this point, that's might as well just be an MLB game, bro. The fact that he came out here with a straight face, okay?
I know.
Saying that there's no games, Xbox got no games coming out, Xbox ain't doing nothing, that PlayStation ain't got nothing. I mean, that's kind of true, but that they actually
he lined up more than they actually have. So let's not be stupid, right? So obviously get your facts in line before you come out here and talk nonsense. But Xbox can't be touched when it comes to the amount of games that they've released. PlayStation, where's PlayStation? It's like playing Where's Waldo. We don't know where their games are, right? It's over. But when you're talking to people and you're addressing the idea that, you know, Nintendo has a freaking console out and they want to know where the Nintendo games are, You don't send them elsewhere to talk, obviously not factually, but to talk nonsense.
Facts.
They don't care what Xbox is releasing or PlayStation. If you're a Nintendo fan, you want to know what Nintendo's bringing to the table, and they're falling short.
Yeah.
The end of that argument.
I just think that
Now, when it comes to other platforms, figure your shit out before you come out here and talk this nonsense.
well, he's trying to self-soothe,
Of course.
right? Which is a pony tactic, right? This is what they do for themselves to feel better about it. So he's trying to self-soothe. He's trying to say, well, we already got Donkey Kong. What was the other shit he said? Mario Kart, right? Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, right? Mario, we found out both of these games are Switch games, right?
Absolutely.
Both were Switch games that they said, okay, we're not going to do a Switch version. We're just going to put it on the next gen console, which if you think about in the past, when they brought out Zelda, they had Zelda on the Wii U as well.
Yep.
Right. And I think before that, they did the same thing with Mario Galaxy, right? It was on the Wii and the GameCube or some shit like that. Or Mario, there's something like that, right? Where they went ahead and put it on both. But this time they were too afraid. They were too afraid to release the games on the Switch because they knew then there would be no reason to upgrade.
To buy the
the
new
Switch
console.
2 is barely more powerful than the Switch.
The Switch 2, what I'm hearing is that it's unnecessary. There's no need for it. These games were made for the Switch and they could have just played there without a problem. So here we go, Nintendo trying to pull a PlayStation with the pisser and acting as if, they have something going on. And the fact that you guys are sugarcoating the bullshit just leads me to believe that you're going to end up just like the friggin' Ponies.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, that's kind of where it is. Like we just had this direct, right? And the direct wasn't like some amazing shit.
Well, I disagree with your score for the direct. When you sit there and you're like, you think of the last one that they had and you're like, okay, whoa, what is Nintendo doing? Why are they leaning so heavily on these third-party developers? Because I mean, Nintendo does, this is the line that they love. Nintendo does what Nintendo does. What Nintendo does, no one else can do, right? So where is it? Where did they hide it this time? Where do they have what Nintendo can do? Because if that's just to you, right? If that's special to you, bring it and put it on the table. I'm going to read this real quick. PlayStation, what happened with Naughty Dog? If they wanted to go ahead and put Intergalactic out and work on that, they couldn't put out Factions 2. Why is there not a Mario game out right now? Because they were working on Donkey Kong. They're just as much of freaking broke asses as PlayStation is. Argue it. When you have to put your studios doing on something and you're starving for the next freaking game and it can't be done because they're working on something else, sorry to tell you, bud, but they can't multitask, right? They can't get everything going in one shot. And that's what this console needed. That Switch 2 needed a freaking Mario game to show up. They needed an Animal Crossing. It needed to hype up the crowd. Enough with this. Let's go ahead and you can play. What was the freaking stupid the last one that released? Mario Wonder. Oh, you can play Mario Wonder and there's an expansion that you can pay for. No. Keep your old ass games. You brought me a new console. Show me the new games. And they better look good.
But why, babe, why if he's pumped for Nintendo, right? And all those whack ass games. Why does he have to talk shit about Xbox and make up bullshit?
First of all, it's made up. It's a bunch of nonsense. That's one, right? And what he's trying to make it seem is as if it's the industry in general, right? So if everybody else is failing, it's okay for Nintendo to fail or to make it look like Nintendo is thriving because they have some games lined up. Come on, man. The comparison is not real. Stop misinforming people. Is it the fear that they're going to go ahead and not be with Nintendo anymore? Is it the fear that when people find out that Game Pass is out there and Xbox, they're the only ones making games. Everybody's gonna freaking drop whatever they're on and just move it along and want to be a part of the Xbox community. Is that it? I don't know. But stop freaking out and misinforming people.
Facts. Farrah, what do you think about all this, man? This guy coming out here just talking reckless nonsense, literally babbling for no reason about what he thinks happening on Xbox, on PlayStation. Do you think Nintendo people even pay attention to what's happening in the industry, or do you think they just go around in a little bubble and think that we're back in the Nintendo 64 days with all their low, quality looking shit that they haven't decided to move on to the next generation with? What do you think's happening? Why does this guy got to sit here and talk all this bullshit and these lies?
I think right now people like him and most people in general, they may not keep a close eye on Xbox, but they parrot a lot of what is said, by the media about Xbox. Or they're just trying to protect their favorite brand. It's either one of the two. I don't know which one he falls under. But it's impossible to not recognize that Xbox is at worst the second largest publisher in the gaming industry at the moment. And at most they're number one. They're no worse than two. And their output is absolutely ridiculous right now, and it's not going to be changing anytime soon. So it's just, either out of ignorance or, out of, brand loyalty. He just misspoke.
But he doesn't look like he misspoke. Look at the face he's making as he's saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he might be protecting the Nintendo brand because Xbox is kind of the best or worst kept secret in the gaming industry as far as how great of a product and service that they offer to the consumer at the moment. You can't beat it. I don't think anything quite matches it at the moment. It's just a matter of people are kind of dug in on their preference. But if you look at, ecosystem, hardware, software, Xbox is number one at the moment, from what we can see.
Well, not to mention just, the caliber of the games.
And it's not at the moment. Let me tell you, it's not right now. That's the problem. It's not right now. If these other platforms are struggling to get their games out and Xbox just continues to pump them out, and it's just going to become an easier and easier thing for them to do more efficiently, faster. I smell nothing but trouble.
Yeah. I see. Video Game Armada says Ponies learned. Now it seems like it's the drone's turn.
Yes.
Don't talk smack about Xbox. Listen, this is the reality.
Saca la correa.
Nintendo has slowly turned into a console that was once self kind of contained, right? Before, Nintendo was Nintendo, right? The games that were on a Nintendo were Nintendo. You barely get third-party games, whatever. It was their show. And then slowly they've gone ahead.
We don't have a show no more.
And moved away from doing their own show to having very little presence in gaming outside of a few games that they release. And now their console is completely reliant on third parties, right? That's the whole idea of that console. Very similar to PlayStation, in fact. Which is funny because if you put Xbox on one side and PlayStation on the other, and you think about where Nintendo was on the Xbox side of the pendulum, right? Yeah. They were more self-contained, and then over time they've become more reliant on third parties, just like PlayStation has. Whereas Xbox, they went through the opposite kind of pendulum, right? So before, Xbox was mostly reliant on third party, and they've built that up over time, and increase their quality output in the amount of games that they're releasing in any given year. And now they are not. Now they are producing a large amount of quality and a large amount of content on their own without anyone else's involvement. You know, basically, we've kind of see them take the Netflix route, right?
Yep.
Where in Netflix in the beginning was wholly third party, right? All other, it was just a
Making
host
deals,
for other
yeah.
for other shows and movies.
Yeah.
And then over time, Netflix is the biggest provider of content for
Dude,
Netflix.
Everything, cartoons, reality shows, reality TV, movies. It's crazy what they're able to do now versus when they started. It's incredible. Their growth has been insane. And listen, that's how you do it. You have to be self-sufficient. And when you reach that point, which was the biggest problem for PlayStation, this money hatting situation, those are not their games. They're making things exclusive that do not belong to them. And instead of focusing on what they bring to the table, they just leaned into that to the point that they were just relying on it. And when you rely on something that's not yours, then you are nothing and have nothing, because the moment that gets taken away, what is left of you? And that's what we're watching play out when it comes to PlayStation. Here we go. Nintendo is leaning into these third-party games. Nintendo is barely showing up with their brand new console with Nintendo games. These are not things that Nintendo is known for. And so if they have their studios busy making a game and then they can't fulfill the other freaking game, what are they doing? What is happening? You know what I'm seeing though? PlayStation very focused on anime, which they told us, they shouted this out so long ago, and the developers did not want to listen, right? Freaking Demon Slayer killing it, right? We have Cake Pop, Demon Hunters killing it with the music as well, which is something they wanted to focus on also. And guess what? Nintendo, what do they have out now, coming out early next year? The next Mario movie, right? And what's the next deal going to be? What are they doing? What are they going to work on? A Donkey Kong, a freaking Zelda movie? It just seems like they're shifting together, right?
Well, they're making a Zelda movie with Sony.
That's what we thought, but I haven't heard much of it. It's supposed to be live action.
Yeah,
right?
they already announced that they're working together.
We'll see. We haven't heard much from that, but we do know they made the Mario movie and made them tons of freaking money. And here we go now with the next one, and they're using freaking Mario Galaxy, which we thought it was going to be the Yoshi world, but they want to bring Rosalina to the table. They're coming in armed up.
Facts.
It's as simple as paying attention to the shift and what their focus is.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, again, like to come out here and say this crazy shit in a world where like Nintendo is like the system is already showing that it's like, understand, Digital Foundry came out here and they were pumped, right, for Nintendo, saying, oh wow, look, was it Star Wars Outlaws or whatever, has DLSS, right, and it's able to get up to the level of the Series S, right?
Now that's a great level. Before it wasn't, right? Before it was trash, but now that's amazing. So yeah, kudos to Nintendo.
But it's like they are reaching the Series S level, and we are going into a whole new generation next year with the new Xbox.
They're reaching what we're leaving behind. What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
They're reaching what we're leaving behind.
Yeah,
similar to Wolverine, right? Reaching the level of Hellblade 2, supposedly
like
in the year that we're moving on to the next gen. It's a good time. It's a good time.
And also, I mean, I think we're also starting to see, like, from these, you know, platform holders, all three, that it's just getting a little bit harder to do the hardware and the software. Xbox is able to pivot more; they have more resources. PlayStation and Nintendo, they seem to be like kind of struggling. The Switch 2 it doesn't even match up to the base Steam Deck in a lot of areas, and PlayStation seems to be trying to do what Xbox did last generation as far as having multiple SKUs and things like that. And it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to compete with the OEM model. So it's interesting.
Isn't it funny how supposedly the Switch 2 has reached the Series S level, except every new game that's released is on the Series S, whereas the Nintendo Switch 2 is still not getting every game?
Well,
Call of Duty.
A lot of that is Nintendo's doing. They're not allowing devs to get the Switch 2 dev kits. They're telling them to just make games for the Switch and port it over to the Switch 2, which isn't possible for what type of games these developers were trying to get.
We know the power of the Switch, Faro. It must be because of the power. Come on, man. That's wild.
So,
that's real wild.
Yeah, there's a whole big thing about that. Developers have come out and publicly said, like, Nintendo won't give us Switch 2 kits. Like, it's far and few between developers who have a Switch 2
you know why, right?
Because they don't want competition.
They don't want competition, and their games are not selling like they were on the Switch 1.
Yeah. It's a new age.
Right? They wanted to let their games get as much air as possible before the market gets more saturated with other games. And especially, this is the thing you got to remember, guys, on these matchups, the Switch version is going to be the shittiest most of the time.
Absolutely.
So once more games make their way over because they have to do these cutbacks or whatever to get the game on the console, you're going to end up with a lot of these Digital Foundry fucking, it's not as good as this. It's trying to catch up to this, but it's not as good as this. And like, you're going to see it keep getting beat down. And especially in the world where we're moving even further beyond that. And like, again, like, keep this in mind. Like, the Switch 1 was a very special beast, right? Because they finally combined both worlds, right? Handheld and console. They brought handheld into the mainstream. Kudos to them. Switch 1, fire. That was 2017.
Yeah.
Okay, that's literally 8 years ago.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and I think they received their kudos,
They
and
did.
I also think that that's part of the reason why they're losing their mind. They feel like they came up with something that took them so long to kind of figure it out, and now everyone and their mama figure out how to make one themselves, and that is really effing with them, in my opinion.
Yeah, they thought that they were gonna like have this new world
it was
to
gonna
themselves.
be an isolated situation. Yeah,
But then everybody else jumped on it, and frankly, we know that there's the word on the street is that Xbox and PlayStation are looking to make a very similar situation, and once everything is a handheld, console hybrid or shit like that, like once that happens, then it's gone, right? Then the special part of the Switch goes away.
Then that goes away. And we're talking about more ambitious companies that are willing to put out more money and are willing to go ahead and explore and keep pushing those boundaries when it comes to technology. So I mean, great. You came up with the idea. Now let the big boys handle it.
Yep. And they are also starting to learn, like PlayStation learned, that your games aren't as hot as you thought they were. You might have everyone has a banger or two in the chamber, but as far as your full catalog, it's not what you thought it was.
No, and I think we've seen, and again, obviously we'll see how the holiday goes. We're getting close to the holiday, so obviously I'm assuming that's going to be a big bump for them, but they have kind of plateaued, right? Like that sharp incline is no longer what's happening with the Switch as far as sales are concerned.
And we called it, man. Like, those were all pre-orders, and if you look at the amount of time to go ahead and make an extra 500,000 in sales, right? With the units, I mean, that for a brand new console, that's a big deal. That went very slowly. So the pre-orders, everybody that was going to go ahead and get it, they rushed out, and then things kind of plateaued from there.
And also another thing is like, back in the day, or even probably up until a couple years ago, when you bought that console with the packing game, that was like the game you were looking forward to playing. A lot of people are buying these packing consoles with a packing game because of a deal that they found somewhere, something like that, and they don't give a fuck about the game that came packed in with the console. And that's like, something that kind of hurts too, because you're expecting to get a certain level of engagement from that game being, packed in with the console, and people are just like, oh, no, I really bought this console for this game. I don't really care that it comes with, Mario Galaxy. I really don't care that it comes with Horizon Forbidden West, or I don't really care that it comes with Diablo. I really, bought this console for this specific game that I really wanted. And I think that also hurts Nintendo too when they have like a limited library.
It does. I think that maybe they're trying, and this again, it all just sounds so similar to PlayStation. I said it before, we could be looking with the Switch and Switch 2 at a Wii U situation when it comes to what they're expecting with the sales. But also I have to say, for them to come out here, and maybe they're just trying to not lean on Mario like that, because they're trying to force the hand of the players, the excitement, and it maybe has gone to their head what these Nintendo fans put out there, that Nintendo can do whatever they want because Nintendo is Nintendo, and people will just show up to support them and buy whatever they've got, right? They went ahead and upped the prices. The Switch came out with when it released with Zelda, and now we're looking, I think I was talking to Madman. He had brought up how the GameCube released with Luigi's Mansion. Now we're looking at Donkey Kong releasing with the Switch 2. Maybe they are trying to like push that other IP forward and not be like so reliant of Mario himself, right? On those, Mario games are not side, right? Like that, we're not talking about Mario Tennis or something like that. So Mario Kart, right? So if you're looking at people and you're thinking, okay, how do we get them to still spend the money, and then we give them what we know for sure they're going to spend their money on, maybe those are the tactics that they're kind of cooking, right? They're hoping that the other IP will elevate on while people wait for Mario to pop in. We don't know. It doesn't seem right. It's not a path that they should be taking. And it's funny because with PlayStation, we called it right away. It's like, what are they doing? And here we go. I feel like we're having one of those moments with Nintendo. What are they doing? The moment, and I still remember vividly when Sega turned their back on PlayStation and said, Xbox treats us better. And now look at them coming in and going in on Nintendo. I feel like Sega's got their swag back. And if things play out the way that they played out for PlayStation, and Sega's out here calling it right from the get-go, I mean, good luck to Nintendo.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like, if you like, honestly, everything that they've done so far this generation, like just their new Switch, right? Everything they've done, everything they showed us is so like cemented in the past, bro. Like, it's so like Mario Kart. Mario Kart is fun, right? For being Mario Kart, right? Like, that's just, it's a fun game, right? But it's more of the same, right? Like, let's be clear. It was just new maps, new drivers. The difference between Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and this one is minuscule, right? Very small difference. It's just new maps and shit, but and the new way of going about doing the game. But it's so similar. It doesn't feel like they pushed anything forward. They didn't do anything grand, and they're handicapped.
The way you unlock the characters with the lunches and doing certain things while you're on the level itself, it's cool, but then you're done unlocking, and then what's left, right? Like the excitement that brings goes away. It's very limited, the new tricks that they figured that would maybe drive people in. And honestly, I've played it with my kiddos, and if it wasn't, I wouldn't have said, let me sit down and play Mario Kart World on my own.
No.
I wouldn't have. And it's off-putting, a lot of what they're doing. Listen, those amiibos that they're releasing, they're cool, but who's going to pay $50 for those amiibos that were, you know, $12.99, $15.99, and then the big ones with two were $30, right? When you had two, or if it was that big Yoshi yarn they made. And yes, things evolve, but you also have to evolve too. Like, then make it special, make it worth the $50 or whatever you're trying to charge. But when you see those things side by side, and you're looking at an old amiibo and you're looking at the new ones, you're like, why is this one $30, $40, $50?
Nope.
I'm just
it's
saying.
just greed, and it shows the rest of what they're doing, right? With these lawsuits and these, you know,
exactly,
going ahead and trying to copyright shit that they can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting the.
I love that you brought up the lawsuits. I feel like this is Nintendo screaming and saying, please let things stay the same, right? Let's not let anything change because we can't handle it anymore. That's what I'm hearing. I could be wrong. I highly doubt it.
Yeah, it's wild. All these patents they're trying to get, like they're trying to create this bubble for them to stay the way they are.
The idea that, you know, oh, Nintendo may be doing this because they're big dogs. No, they're doing this because things are getting out of their control, and they're trying to keep it within their control, and that's not going to happen. The world is not going to stop because Nintendo wants to keep it the same. And I don't know how many times companies have to run into this situation or watch other companies run into that situation so that they can, like, when they can finally like pull back and say, okay, well, I know how this is going to play out. Let me stop. I need to mold.
And another thing is, you know, with price comes expectation. And when you release the Switch 2 at that price, and, you know, you have people wait so long for new hardware, and it's not meeting anyone's expectations, not from a capability standpoint, not from the games that they released with standpoint. And if they're just not willing to compete in the market kind of how we thought they would compete. We thought it'd at least be the power of the Steam Deck. So the fact that it fell below that and a bunch of things, but you want to charge us all this extra money and we're not getting the gaming experience that we thought we would get from you. And we really don't have any expectation of it being possible with the hardware you released. There's just going to be a lot of backlash on that hardware amongst gamers. Maybe, you know, if they can maintain that younger audience, you know, it'll shelter them. But as far as, like, you know, your older, you know, gamer, they're going to start to expect more. Like people that grew up on the Switch 1 8 years later, they want something that's a little bit more competitive. Yeah,
and Nintendo's trying to force feed them the same shit. And I think Nintendo, the biggest problem with them is that at the end of the day, they know that their audience is changing. And, you know, whereas, you know, PlayStation, Xbox has always had an older audience who've had kids and then eventually brought them into the fray, right? Like now that's changing, man. Now these kids are coming up on iPads and phones and shit.
You can't have big dog prices when you're looking at parents and saying, okay, well, this is what you're getting for your kids, because with Game Pass right now, kids wanting to play Roblox and, you know, playing on the tablet, playing on the phones. Like, I mean, what these phones can do nowadays, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, your iPad is more powerful than a Switch 2.
Yeah, you brought up such a good point, Faro. You said when you up the prices, there is an expectation that comes with it. So
Yeah.
now you want to, higher the prices. I'm watching you. I'm watching the flaws. I'm watching the problems. I'm seeing what you're bringing to the table because now you want more money, right?
Facts.
So that is a freaking, that's an issue. You've awakened you've put the spotlight on you. You bring up these lawsuits. You don't want people to do anything of what you do. And guess what happened? As soon as I heard about that, I saw that new Pokemon. And as creative as it is, supposedly, I'm also seeing a lot of Minecraft in there.
Oh yeah.
So if you put something on the table and you don't expect other people to do it, why are you doing it? Now I'm watching because of what you're trying to do. So it's eye-opening. They don't understand that when you go ahead and you put a light on a situation, you're also bringing that to you, right? You're bringing that light to you for people to see you as well.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, you enter the big boy price zone,
Exactly.
then the expectations are that you're gonna enter the big boy gaming, but you're
Can't
not.
get into the ring
show
if you ain't gonna fight. You're not
You show
there
up with the
to-
same Switch shit.
Yeah.
Literally,
guys,
literally the same Switch shit. Like shit that was made for the Switch, you bring it forward. Fucking don't forget Metroid Prime 4. Not only does it look shit, it's coming out on the Switch 1. Like it is a Switch 1 game with a little bump for Switch 2. And it's like, why? Bro, they've been making that game for like 48 years, bro. Like it's so long in development. You're telling me they couldn't figure out how to make it shine a little bit, how to make it look good? This is but they want how much is this goddamn console? $500?
Yep, with Mario Kart.
Yeah,
with
and the games can be as high as $80, and you're not
And supposedly
getting
the prices are going up, right?
you're not getting the performance that you would want out of a quote unquote $80 game. Like if I can buy games now for 50, 60, like how much is Expedition 33? $40, $50?
$40-$50, man. All the biggest games this year were lower priced.
Yeah,
entries.
I can buy a game that's half the price and get way better performance and just as compelling gameplay. So it's like, it's a tough sell. Like if
you're getting into the ring, we're gonna fight. You're not here to stretch. You want it, if you gotta step in right. That's it.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. And sadly, they're not showing up with anything that's worth it. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing that's going to make anybody say, oh my God, this is great. These Nintendo dudes that are obviously like this guy, I don't know what he's feeding himself. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he believes what he's saying, or is he just talking so recklessly and shit because he doesn't know any better? I don't know. I mean, my dude mentioned that Zelda's coming. Bitch, what Zelda? Zelda just dropped Tears of the Kingdom, not too long ago, and you got a Switch 2 update. So what Zelda is coming?
I don't know.
Are you talking about the Zelda, the Hyrule Warriors? The Hyrule Warriors Zelda?
That might be what they're talking about. That may be what he's talking about.
That's wild. That's wild.
You can't expect people to settle just because you're settling.
That's true. That's true. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm glad that Xbox has gone ahead and kind of elevated above all this bullshit and it's focusing on making fantastic experiences, right? And a large amount of games. We have some amazing games coming up really soon from the Xbox camp, and they're crushing it. Obviously there's some games coming from another camp, or not some games, I would say a game coming from another camp that's not doing so great. And I do want to hop over and talk about that one. Do you guys have anything else left for Nintendo fanboys who are oblivious to reality? And believe that somehow Xbox has nothing and Nintendo is showering their system with high quality bangers.
Oh man.
I would encourage Nintendo gamers to not fall into the pony trap and just take whatever their company is giving them. They should start to demand better if, when the company shows you that they're not, going to step up to the plate and just do it on their own.
I think they need to stop behaving like the gallopers. You don't want to be in that situation, then stop being a part of it. You're sounding a lot like they are. You're acting a lot like they are. And Nintendo is not going to cater to you if you don't force the situation. If you continue, I remember, and this sounds a lot like it, when PlayStation said they were going to have one game a year, and the gallopers, some of them were out there saying that's plenty. Oh, that's great. One game a year. That's enough. You can't sugarcoat the situation like that for the sake of what you want to put out there. Things have to be realistic, and get out the circus. Don't be a part of that shit. Maybe you are, and that's where you belong. We just haven't noticed. But man, this is wild to see. It's like the gallopers have handed off the baton and said, "Here you go. This is for you."
I have to agree. I don't know where like Nintendo fanboys fit in the puzzle. I really didn't think there was a fanboy like society capable of existing under the Nintendo brand. That are not like back in 1994.
I just think that you need to choose your battles. You don't go ahead and try to fight Xbox or PlayStation. And at this point, PlayStation, I get it, they're amongst you, but you have to do your research when it comes to Xbox and not think that you should be coming out here swinging both ways. Yeah. Know your place. It's a big deal. I say it all the time. In life, there's nothing worse than not knowing your place, right? You come out here and make a hell of a freaking fool out of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you could get out of that place if you rise above it, but when you go from the Switch 1 and the Switch 2 and basically just giving the same shit, just like basically they just released like their mid-gen refresh, right? Yeah. Like they released the PlayStation 4 Pro to the PlayStation 4, right? Now you get higher resolutions. You know what I'm saying?
And just listen, just because you don't want to complain, you can't be upset about the people that do have a freaking problem with it. Because I'm seeing this from a mile away, and I could care less what they continue to do. If anything, it's just saving me money. I'm not falling into their nonsense. You're not giving me what I want. You're not going to get my money. So, yeah. Let people speak up.
Yeah, I would definitely say if I'm a Nintendo person, I would definitely speak up because of the three companies. Nintendo has shown over time to be the company that's best able to pivot with the hardware. So if the Switch 2 isn't necessarily meeting the needs and desires that you want as a gamer, we saw how fast they moved on from the Wii U and came out with the Switch. So if you make it known that you're not happy, Nintendo has shown a pretty strong ability to pivot and meet the consumer demand and be pretty creative and release competitive hardware, even though it may not be as powerful. So
what Nintendo has is the ability to get something right and then fuck it up. Somehow. That's the ability that they have.
They'll fuck it up.
Right?
They'll fuck it up and then they'll get it right the next time.
I'm gonna mess this up now because I got it right last time. I made some money, so now time to shit on it.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That is what they do. No one's denying that.
I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Let me get the homie. We got Dark Angelic in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for that
Yo.
$2 super chat. He went ahead and put a code in the chat for RoboCop
Oh,
Rogue
you're
City.
amazing, bro. Thank you
Shout
so
out to
much. That's
Dark
so
Angelic,
nice.
man. Give a little pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shout out to my homie. Thank
Shout
you, my
out to
brother.
whoever got the
If
game.
you got that, please let everybody know that you got it. And thank Dark Angelic for the kind gift, man. Thank you so much, my brother. I see the homie Space Shot in the building. Thank you, my friend, for
Space
being a member
Shot.
for 11 months.
up,
Thank you,
baby?
sir. It says kudos to the On Point community. Salute to you, my friend.
Oh,
Says
thank
thanks
you,
for an
baby.
awesome 11 months of gaming conversation. Oh,
That's
Space Shot,
amazing,
appreciate you,
bro. Thank you for rocking out with us, for being a member for 11 months. You are so dope and so special. So we're really happy that you are a part of our community. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Space Shot.
Shout out to you, bro. Thank you, player. Then we have the homie Broke Boy with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Says I'm going blind looking at this guy for 30 minutes.
I'm telling you, it looks like Shane Gills. I had a pickup, but I took it down.
Oh, did you? Did you put it in there?
I'll pull it back up. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see.
It
looks like Shane Gills.
Two says not in the fun way. Not in a fun way.
It looks like Shane Gills Photoshop. I swear.
That's wild. Mac22 says hashtag crack smoker.
Mac, what's up, fam?
Those are bars for sure. Vinci says, I don't hate him being a fanboy, but there's no need to lie about Xbox having nothing just to make Nintendo look good.
Exactly.
I think he did it just to make himself feel better. You know what I'm saying? Which is the sad part. Proud, did you put it up?
Hold on. I'm trying to find like a
denial.
The quality on Bing. I'm not getting good quality of pictures.
On Bing?
Yeah, the image quality. I tried to like open it like in a new tab, and the image quality wasn't that good. So
make sure. Video Game Armada says, trust me, CMoney, Nintendo fanboys do exist. They usually just stay in their lane and not call out Xbox. Well, I'm telling you,
this one done fucked up.
They came out, they have the little direct, and they're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, this shit was amazing.
We matter. No, you don't.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. The homie Dark Angelic says, seriously, people literally can't afford rent, food, childcare, car payments, even just surviving, and you fucks want $80 for a stupid ass 2012 kitty game.
Exactly.
F off. I mean,
shout out to
bars.
Dark Angelic.
$80 for Mario Kart is insane. Yeah, it really
$80 for Mario Kart when the Sonic game is about to come out and slap it up for a kart game. I really enjoyed the Sonic racing games that they came out with. I felt like they absolutely gave them some smoke, and now with all those extra characters, remember?
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Hatsune Miku.
Yep.
That one.
Joker.
So many. It's
Listen, anyone who tells you that skins don't excite people, it's full of crack, because to see
they're just Battlefield fans.
to go ahead and get a dope game and then see some super freaking cool characters that you're not expecting to see in that game, you just wow out. It's so dope. It's so exciting. I love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He definitely looks like Shane Gill's little brother.
Oh, hold on. Wait, before presenting the screen, remove other media from the. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Oh, him.
Yeah, they look alike.
Oh, if he had like long hair.
Yeah, if he had long hair, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was like, is that really him? Because he looked like Shane, like a skinnier Shane Gills.
That's wild. Yeah, now I know. Now I know who it is. Okay. Now that makes more sense to me. Yeah, I can see it for sure. You got the homie Outward Lyric in the building. It says, yo, CMoney Doodle, I'm gonna let you guys finish first, but congratulations on 27K subscribers.
Oh, thank you, love.
Congrats.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
That deserves a finger blast.
Oh shit, finger blast ourselves? That'd be really weird.
Damn.
That'd be really
I'm
weird.
with it. Go ahead, baby.
All right, fuck it. You don't have to ask me twice.
Nope.
Oh shit. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And the homie Amit Kumar in the building says, just got back from the Demon Slayer movie. That's what's up, man. That shit was fire. We saw it last night.
Yo,
F these Nintendrones. Facts.
seriously, yo, Amit, I hope you enjoyed it. That shit is epic. I can't wait for the next one.
Fucking facts. 100%. 100%. All right. Let's hop to the other side of the fence, with the ponies and their game of the year.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't miss this.
Okay, hold on.
Oh
Let
man.
me do this. Let me take my chapter. Okay, chapter 2. Well, guys, you've heard it here. We've talked about it so many times that Ghost of Yotei looks not great, right? Looks not great. Talking about Nintendo to Nintendo Switch 2, we're talking PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 3 somehow. I don't know. They went backwards. No, it's look, they of course they show the cinematics, of course they show some swaying stuff, and they move things around to kind of make your eyes like, oh my god, what's happening on the screen? But as soon as your eyes stop moving around and just look at one thing, you realize how unimpressive
that one thing is.
Yeah, and it's literally trapped back on the PlayStation 4. If you don't think so, good for you. All right. Listen, I'm blind, but obviously you're more blind. So that makes me feel better. If you think you're looking at this and seeing absolute fire. But this is the thing. You hear us talk about it. Yes.
Yes.
You know, we know that it's just not something that is super interesting to a lot of people. It doesn't look better than the Ghost of Tsushima, and it's pretty close. October 2nd is when this is happening, right? This game's coming out.
Yes,
less
right
than a
around
month,
the corner.
couple weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yep.
2 weeks, right? So this is the thing. If you look down here, right, and you look at the likes and you look at the dislikes, this is their newest trailer. As you move closer, you should be feeling like more people are excited. Yes,
absolutely.
More people are excited. Got it.
It's normally how it works.
Unfortunately, we're 2 weeks away. They drop a new trailer, and what happens? It's almost double dislikes versus likes. Now, let me tell you something. This is how you know that it's a problem. I checked this earlier, and it was at 10,000 to 12,000.
Okay.
So 10,000 likes to 12,000 dislikes.
Ooh.
So look at that proportion of increase from a few hours ago to now. A few hours might even be too. It was like right before this launch when I checked it myself. Like when I was doing this topic, I looked, I was like, oh shit. It was at 10,000 likes, 12,000 dislikes. So over the course of maybe 2 hours or so,
where we at?
13,000 likes. So it went from 10 to 13.
Okay.
But it went from 12 to 25,000 dislikes.
And I know what people are going to say, that, you know, it's console warriors that are just, you know, of the others. It's not that many people that are such PlayStation haters that they are waiting for whatever trailer they drop the thumbs down on it. That's
and be clear, this is 200,000 views.
Yeah.
So 25,000 of 200,000, that's more than 10%.
And we're looking at the
dislike.
neutrals too that didn't go ahead and
people who didn't even care enough to put anything.
I'm going to tell you right now, I've been talking about this game and what I feel about it since right from the get-go, and I would not go and put a thumbs down on it. Like, you have to really have a situation going on to go out of your way to go and do that.
Yeah.
So I'm not even engaging with that. So you're right, Faro. I mean, who it's that upset seeing this that feels like they need to make it known. But listen, I understand it 100%. This game is not what is expected when you're sitting there saying, okay, we're getting another Ghost, this is not what was expected. The drop, the when they dropped the ball with the protagonist, that alone was an issue. And now looking at the game, it's just not what's expected. You want it to elevate, right? If we're waiting for something,
it looks so
it's
bad.
supposed to
Yeah, when I saw the
evolve.
dog, I was like, oh.
Exactly. We're supposed to see new things. We're supposed to go ahead and be excited about what else they added to the world, not more of the same. The idea that people think that we should be settling for more of the same years later is ridiculous. And the funny thing is that they want us to settle because this is a PlayStation game. If this was an Xbox game, they would destroy it. They would destroy it.
Yep.
And the funny part is, I think there's a new wave of Xbox gamers now that this PC handheld is coming out that want Yotei to be a good game because they want to play it on their handheld whenever when it makes it over 6 months later. And then they know Xbox is going towards being a hybrid console to where you'll probably be able to access it on whatever the next Xbox console is when that releases, hopefully next year. So people want these games to be good. I think we're getting away from the console war aspect of like, I want your games to suck. I want my games to be better. Like, if I can play my games wherever I want to play them now, I want this to be good. And if it,
I think you're talking about maybe our crew, right?
Yes, I'm talking about for the people that say that this is
the hate and all the nonsense. And obviously seeing a Nintendo person come out here acting as if Xbox doesn't have enough games or doesn't have any games coming out, that's also a ridiculous take. And you can see the hatred or the annoyance for the Xbox brand. I think that if the gallopers and these Nintendo fans were more focused on what their platform were doing instead of the hate for Xbox, then they would be on track to something better. But this is why they get what they get. Their idea is, okay, so if we keep Xbox down, then, our shit won't seem as bad. No, it's still a bad situation. Call out your bad situation so that situation can get better.
Yeah. The thing is that especially here, right? Like, I know people want to come over here and say, oh, that we're just some Xbox fanboys or whatever. So we're just going to talk shit about anything that's not on Xbox. Okay, so obviously, first of all, those people are stupid because if they watch our channel, they know that we have PlayStations, that we have PC. And if we're talking about this specifically, two things. One, I eventually beat Ghost of Tsushima, right? And I said that here. And even though it took me like 4 years to do it, I eventually beat it and I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was good. But in my mind, if you rewind the tape and you go back to one of the episodes prior that we had the announcement
when they revealed
it, if you look at my pure reaction, I was fucking pumped. I was like, oh shit, okay, they're gonna show next gen, they're gonna show us what the fuck this is, let's see what it is. I'm so pumped for it. And then this is what they gave us. This is what they gave us. So no, I'm not hating on Ghost of Yotei because I'm an Xbox fan and all I want to do is hate on PlayStation. No, bitch, I bought the PlayStation. I have PC.
You bought the Switch and Donkey Kong, and it's still, because this is the thing, and I will tell you right now, my daughter wanted the new Mario Kart. So I went, I got her Switch, I got her Mario Kart game because that's what she wanted, right? Had they come in correct, like and did what they needed to do as Nintendo should have done, if every single one of my kids wanted a Switch, every single one of my kids would have gotten a Switch. Let's put it that way. I don't have a problem. I want gaming to evolve and my money to make sense where it's going, right? You can't show up like that and expect me to cheer you on. No. These things, this is an expensive hobby. I think we all know that.
Yeah.
So the money has to be earned. there's no such thing as we've tapped out with what we can do, then okay, then why are you charging more money for the console and the games? If you're tapped out, aren't you using the same shit you were using the last time you made a game?
Bro, don't you find it conspicuous that this game, they announced that it's about the same size, that the map is about the same size? Oh, really? It's the same size. So you're telling me that maybe this is just the same
thing,
the same map from the first game, and you just move a little hill here, move a little mountain here, sprinkle some white what's that powder on some of the mountains, give us some pony powder. There you go. We made a snow area.
Listen, it could be we saw baby steps, right? It could be breast milk.
Oh my God.
So, that was crazy.
That's real crazy.
That's crazy that these developers went there.
Real crazy. Go ahead.
So I think what we're seeing here is the Hiroki to Toki effect, where Sony has taken a lot of losses. The CFO has came in and said, you guys don't know how to make money. I'm going to show you guys how to make money. And he has degraded the quality of the game. I don't think this is the game that Sucker Punch would have made under Jim Ryan or under Sean Layden had they had, the budgets that they had prior to Hiroki having to come in and fix everything. And I think what we're seeing is the result of Hiroki saying, hey, you can't spend money like that no more. I don't know who you guys think you are, but y'all not making as much money as y'all are spending. And I think we're starting to see the results of that. And Yotei is kind of like the first time we're really seeing it. Like this is like the first major IP that they've released since he took over. Outside of Concord and Astrobot, which is a smaller game, this is like the first like AAA game that they've released since Hiroki and since Jim Ryan left and Hiroki kind of stepped in. And
I would argue with the fact that we've seen phenomenal looking games with a small studio and a limited budget.
Yeah.
And games that look better than this. So if you're then what was spent on Ghost of Yotei? Because if you're telling me that I'm looking at pretty much the same map, the same world, they sprinkle some crack on it and change the protagonist, then where's the money? What was spent? Is this all profit? Obviously, these developers are getting paid, I suppose, right? But
yeah, of course.
But the point is, where is the work? It's not showing. If you're paying these developers, they should be working on something that excites the players. And this is why the whole capping and glazing, right? When people are not necessarily even trying to show up for these games, because there was a lot of glazing when it came to Astrobot. It even won supposedly Game of the Year. So if we're doing this type of hype, where are the players? Why are they not showing up? It doesn't matter how much you want to pretend, the people out there that love to glaze PlayStation and hand them freaking Game of the Year trophies for no freaking apparent reason. It doesn't matter what you do, because what happens is that people are looking at the product, and it's not cute to hand over $70, $80 for a game that should be better.
Yeah.
Well, you got to also remember too, Farrell, you had brought up that like this is the first one under Hiroki, but to be clear, this is not the first game this generation that has gone down this road from Sony, right? Without Hiroki really putting his hand on it, you would think God of War Ragnarok was the same scenario.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
2. And Spider-Man 2, the crazy shit about that one, obviously they did Miles Morales, which was right after, Spider-Man, and it was on the PlayStation 5, even though it was on both. It still felt like, okay, this is a new story, new character. It felt really different from the first game. So that one hit. But then Spider-Man 2 was like, what are we doing? Why you're doing the same shit? This is the same map, literally the same map, literally the same graphics engine. Every like not just the engine. Obviously, they're not going to change the whole engine in the sequel like that, but like the same base level. They started from PlayStation 4 and they just sprinkled on top. This was not a revamp. This was not them saying, okay, we got PlayStation 5 power, let's push it. This looked like the PlayStation 4 version, which is crazy. It's 5 times the power, and you still, I don't know.
We're seeing what's been brewing inside of there internally amongst their leadership for this whole generation. Basically, it like obviously something has been amiss inside of PlayStation for a while, because we're seeing it kind of show up in these games, and they're not hitting the bar that we expect from them. And not saying that they should exceed that bar. We would love them to, but they should at least meet the bar that they set for themselves already, and they haven't.
Come on,
been
man,
able,
somewhere
they haven't been able to do
close.
that.
Just get close.
Well, the bar has to scale, right? Like the bar can't literally stay the same, right? Like the bar has to scale. So yes, guess what? With PlayStation 4, they were pushing graphically where maybe other games hadn't necessarily gone, right? They set a higher standard, right? Which is great. Good for them. They did great in PlayStation 4 land, right? PlayStation 5 land, we expect you to push, not say, okay, we did the pushing, this is where we stay. Like, no, bitch, the console costs more money.
Exactly.
The console has more power.
What am I paying more money for? If not, why are you making a new console to begin with? Just keep making PlayStation 4 games.
Because no more consoles were being bought.
Have not.
That's why.
Yeah, they wanted to bring people in. But the point is, listen, you're going to show me a new console. You need to elevate. You need to show me what the console was for. If you're giving me the same PlayStation 4 games, at times PlayStation 3, then why are we moving on when it comes to the box? It should not be happening. And again, I am speaking from someone who wants, obviously, PlayStation to go ahead and pop out some good games, because I have PlayStations. Guess what? Yes, I took the leap with the PlayStation 5. So I want to see what they're going to deliver.
Yeah.
Where are the games?
There's no delivering.
Yeah. I would say only one game delivered, even though the story is incredibly boring to most people, and that would be Forbidden West, which is still a PlayStation 4 game. But
NyQuil.
But it did meet the Sony template bar. Like, people were pretty happy with that game. It's the only game they seem to care about at Sony is Horizon. So
I'm gonna take a quick nap from the name.
So the thing about Horizon is that theoretically, you would think it like looked good, but for me, we got it for the same reason, because it was like, oh, okay, so this is supposed to be the one. This is supposed to do it. But if you remember when it launched and you played it, all of a sudden, you had to make that choice between 60 FPS and 30 FPS quality mode versus the other one. And 60 FPS was Vaseline land. Everything was fucking blurry. It was not good. So you could only play it on 30 FPS. But even then, it just didn't hit. And then all they did, it was an illusion. All they did was take the characters and put this fucking hero light around them at all times and make them look like they stick out of the world where no lighting is to create the special lighting around them. It was like smoke and mirrors, right? It was an illusion. But it still wasn't some, oh my God, this is next gen. It was just like
the PS4 game.
It was an evolution of what they already did. And I know that there's people out there who are like, yeah, but it's can't you just love the games? Can't you just play the games? Fam, let me explain something to you. I'm not buying every fucking game that comes out. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying every game that comes out. So fuck you if you're telling me that I'm supposed to just say, well, I've been blessed. I've been blessed by PlayStation for releasing Ghost of Yotei. Oh my God, I should be so thankful. I can't wait to play it because they're releasing it, even though it doesn't meet my standards of a game that I would want to play. Fam, stop all this bullshit. All you people out there, all this fucking these fake fucking people out there who are trying to say, oh, can't we all just play games and just no, motherfucker, I wanted to play this game. Like, I
Yeah.
wanted to want it, but I don't, because it let me down when there's so many other games to play. I don't need you, Ghost Yotei. So no, I'm not going to sit there. And guess what? I'm not alone. Look at the fucking likes. Look at the dislikes.
Yeah, I would say it's insane how much Sony first parties has lost consumer confidence. It's just completely eroded. Like from Concord to Marathon to now Ghost Yotei isn't necessarily looking the best. I know a lot of people were kind of iffy on the direction they took with God of War. Even though it was a PS4 game, people didn't seem to give it too much strife about that because it came out so quick.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Is that fucking kid?
It was a story. People really hated the way that story went.
Hate Atreus. What's his name? Atreus, right? Atreus.
Yeah,
Atreus.
Atreus.
Fucking Atreus. I hate that fucking kid. Oh my god.
There's so much that PlayStation has done to just erode the confidence of first party. Like even like every exclusive deal they've done has been bad, whether it be like a Rise of Ronin, Stellar Blade. It seemed to had a good amount of success when you combine PC and PlayStation, and then you got Helldivers. But other than that, it's been a pretty lackluster first party generation from PlayStation, regardless of what the review scores tell you.
It has. I now believe they signed Rise of the Ronin to trick people into thinking that this is actually a sequel to that game, and then you can look at those graphics and look at these and be like, oh, okay, it looks better, right?
Yeah,
like that's the only reason that could possibly be.
And Konami is extremely disappointed in how that turned out, how that deal turned out. They would have much rather that game been multi-plat. They were very upset with those sales for that title. Didn't do well at all.
You know, I have to say, like, we're focusing obviously on the waste of money that, you know, all of this is. And I think we're not even hitting the more valuable part of it, that, you know, what's more valuable than money? Time, right?
Facts.
Time. And when you have games in Game Pass and you're looking at the lineup that Xbox has going on, why waste your time playing any of these other games when they are not even taking the time to make them right? So it's a lot to ask for. Money, time, it's a lot of energy. So you've grabbed a shovel and you dug your own grave.
Yep. And this is a big year for Ninja Samurai type games when you factor in Assassin's Creed Shadows, and then you got Ghost of Yotei coming out. You got Ninja Gaiden. I know the game's a little bit more 2D, but Shinobi seems to be a bit of a hit. So it's a big year for these type of games. So you got to come with your A game if you want to compete this year with this type of game. You're not the de facto, you know, Ninja Samurai game that has to be bought. There's a lot of options.
Shadows looks better 100%.
Yeah.
And Shadows just dropped a new new DLC today.
Yeah, that's one thing you know about Ubisoft. Ubisoft going to pump some content to you when they do a big Assassin's Creed.
For
so
sure. Matter of fact, I forgot. So they we have it. I forgot. They sent it to us. So we definitely have to hop into that. Shout out to Ubisoft for sending us
thank you.
That game. The update. But yes, they're cracking. Like, they're just going wild with it, and they're light years ahead of this shit. Like, AC Shadows makes this look like my first samurai game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
like that's
my first Gran Turismo, my first samurai. Maybe it's their first just all around this year. My first Spider-Man, my first God of War. Who knows?
When does Ninja Gaiden 2 release? I know that's in October too.
End of October. So end of October are both of the Xbox games, like a week apart.
So they give this game a couple weeks to breathe. But I mean, if I'm a
no, you don't. Oh, did it not make
the cut?
Did it not make the cut? Hold on. Let me see something real quick, because did I put it or did I just not have the time? Okay.
I forgot Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Remake also was another Ninja game that
Or
came out
this
this
year,
year.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that came out. No, Xbox is doing something still. They're not letting us breathe, believe me. But we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. For sure. I think I might have put it on the thumbnail, but I'm gonna leave that one for tomorrow because that's a fun one. But yes, the end of October is their first party games are coming out, and then they do have a surprise to go ahead with Ghost of Yotei for sure. But it's just a letdown. It's just a letdown.
It is. You have to go to our boy Andre. I feel like that just sums it up. That is the part that you take, and that's the part that you leave.
And Andre Doyle.
Yo, thank you for rocking.
What's up, man? Thank you for being here, man. So I'm glad I bought God of War 2018, Spider-Man Remastered, and Ghost of Tsushima via Steam and finished them. Days Gone is awesome. Definitely not buying Ragnarok, Yotei, or Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
I mean, look, God of War 2018, like I said, I enjoyed it. It did get to a point where I was like, God damn, this game needs to fucking end. But I liked it enough that I kind of just worked through it and did it. Spider-Man Part 1 was good. I mean, I didn't play the remaster. I played the original, but that was good. Ghost of Tsushima, like I said, it took me like 4 years to beat it, but I did beat it, and I did end up liking it. And then Days Gone, that's the one that I played for a little while. I didn't really care too much for it. I thought it was fine, but it didn't like grab me. Doodle has, I think, a Doodle never have ever played on it, right? You did?
I do, yes.
Yeah, and she didn't really care for it too much either.
Like that.
And it's funny because I thought she would, because he's so aggressive, but she didn't.
I need more going on. Little, just needed more speed. But yeah, and coming out of The Last of Us as well, I think that was the biggest problem that they had with that game. They given it like its own time, but even them, they kind of looked at it like this is a wash. That's what I feel. They didn't give it its own like time and here, look at what we've done moment.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Actually, you know what? Because I'm looking at it, and I did see the homie put it in the chat. We could just kind of talk about it very quickly now. Andre Doyle, you said that they're giving them time to breathe, right? Because this comes out the second, and then Keeper and Ninja Gaiden. Actually, and then Outer Worlds is right around
November.
there too. Outer Worlds November. Okay, so it's like right in that same area. But what Xbox did is they got dirty with it, and I think they're smelling the vibes of like Ghost of Yotei, right? So
October 29th. Basically.
October
now.
What's October 29th?
Outer Worlds 2.
Okay, so when is Ninja Gaiden?
Ninja.
And then when is Keeper?
Let's see. Ninja. Dang it.
While you look for that, we got the homie Broke Boy with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my dude. Says, funny, PlayStation fanboys already say it's a Game of the Year nominee.
Oh. Okay.
Well, of course they're gonna say that.
October 21st, Ninja Gaiden.
Okay, and when's Keeper? So that's just a week between those two.
Yeah.
Keeper release date is October 17th.
So 3 weeks back to back, right? 1, 2, 3. Game comes out, right? Another Xbox game, right? But we ain't got nothing coming out. We got 3 back to back, right? Cool. But
Xbox got no games.
But Ghost of Yotei comes out October 2nd.
Yeah.
So you say to yourself, wow, Xbox said, we're going to own the bag. Let's have PlayStation have the front. No, my friends. As Andre Doyle more elegantly wrote here, Black Ops 7 beta starts on October 2nd. That's right. It runs the entire first week of
Whew.
Ghost of Tsushima from October 2nd to October 8th.
Damn. They said we got to keep your gallopers busy.
Hey, that's the way to do it.
Bro,
That's the way to do it. But I thought they were kumbaya now. Weren't they best friends? Listen,
that's
I
the best way to
told
do
you
it.
guys, and that's why I love the way Sega's coming out here and making it known. This is it's cutthroat. It's cutthroat. That's
Right.
it. This kumbaya energy, it's not real. You know, everybody wants to be number one. Everybody wants to crush the competition. Everybody wants to do better than everybody else, right? And if they have something to sprinkle when Yotei shows up, that's exactly what they are going to do. Will Broke Boy Lewis brought up that the Gallopers are talking about Game of the Year. Listen, I thought that was a lock-in until some of the stuff that has been taking place with the developers from Ghost of Yotei. Obviously, we're probably going to get into that a little later on, but I think that may have hindered the chances of them just handing over that trophy and it be so seamless.
Oh man.
Yeah, that whole scenario is crazy, and I think we're going to talk about that more tomorrow, as a whole. But yeah, Ghost of Yotei got into some crazy shit, coming out here saying
A lot of backlash.
Yeah, they got a lot of backlash.
Shout out to our boy Be Nice, locking it in, says CMoney, Community Night Thursday, Black Ops 7 beta. Let's go.
Bro, it's not fucking October 2nd. Maybe you mean like
he's locking it in on that time.
That weekend. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's lock it in. All right.
But, yeah. If this game flops, where does that put PlayStation? Like,
I know. Hargeet in the building.
No, I'm serious because everything is flopping. Astrobot flop. Like, how many millions of dollars can you just lose and your parent company just says, "Oh, okay, we'll eat it." Like,
how many times can you get your girl excited to fuck, but you can't get your dick up? You know what I'm saying? Just the way. I don't know.
I mean, wow.
I'm saying
it, and I'm saying that like as a gamer who's like
that was graphic. See,
like we're like 5 hours into the show.
I feel like I'm having the same conversation that I had about Square Enix. Like, how many losses can you sustain before something major changes? And as a fan of Square Enix, I saw that major change when they gutted all the Western studios. They sold them all off like overnight. Crystal Dynamics and Idols and all the other ones, they just sold them off like it was nothing. And they sold off like some of their they sold off like Tomb Raider for pennies on the dollar for what the IP is worth. I feel like PlayStation's kind of getting to that point, like where it's like they're going to do something strange for some change at some point. Because how many losses can you take?
For some change.
It's a genuine concern as a gamer. Like, do they sell something off the Tencent? Do they, what are their options? Because they're taking a lot of losses. Like, they're about to have to cancel. They're about to have to cancel Marathon and that Fair Games game. That's another like $500 million worth of development because both those games had a full development cycle.
Damn. Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty damning, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know how many more they can sustain. And look, obviously, it's like PlayStation has the money if they really wanted to. We see them spending it in other places.
Yeah, Sony has the money, but it's like how much are you going to take of a part of your company just kind of bleeding you dry? At some point, the parent company is going to say enough is enough.
you have listen, spending money and wasting money are two different things.
Yeah.
At this point, with all the losses that they've taken, Hiroki should be stretching out his jaw and getting on his knees to make the problem a little lesser. That's the crazy things you were talking about, right, Paro?
Wow.
I guess Phil can save them.
Holy shit. That is.
I mean, that's got to be one heck of a BJ, right?
Holy shit. Yes, I would say so. I would say so.
I mean, with something strange for some change, be like some type of game that you wouldn't expect just popping in Game Pass. Like, oh, not only is it coming to Xbox, it's going to be in Game Pass day one. Like, would that be something strange? Like, who knows? Like, Returnal day one in Game Pass. Like, I don't know where, these type of losses will take them, but it'll be interesting.
I think we're past making games for some change. That's not the strange things that they're gonna have to do, Faro. Sorry,
that's real wild.
But
they're gonna need some Astro Glide.
Things are gonna get crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Wade Johnson in the building. Something man says sounds like I'm gonna go broke I'm gonna be broke in October. My wife's birthday is October 12th.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy early birthday, homie. Happy early birthday. Man, yeah. I mean, listen, October is going to be really crazy. I mean, this is where we are now, right? Like, this is where we are in gaming. There's just so much shit coming out. It's funny because in the years prior, right, this would be like the only games that Xbox would be releasing. You know what I'm saying? Like, in previous years before, they were always in the back end. You didn't have anything in the front end. We've had so many games from Xbox directly this whole year, and we're finishing strong with these 3 games in October, a week apart from each one, which is crazy. And then Call of Duty in November.
I have to believe something's releasing in December. Call of Duty's coming in November. Something has to because they did really good with Indiana Jones releasing in December. So there has to be something coming in December. I'm sure we'll find out next week.
So do you think we still have the chance of a shadow, not drop, I would say, but like a brand new reveal? I mean, they did say that they were going. I mean, obviously we know Forza Horizon 6 is the big rumor for Tokyo Game Show, but they said studios are going to be showing their games.
Yeah, because you have Tokyo Game Show
actually.
So whatever they're releasing probably is catered to the Japanese audience and will play well on a handheld. That's what would be my guess. Maybe like huh? Well, what'd you say?
But from who?
It could be something that we're not thinking about. Like they could go back into some of their first party Japanese games that they have from the 360 era, and we've seen them be willing to do some remakes this year. They did 2. So maybe Blue Dragon remake, something like that could be possible. Kind of modernize the game for today's age. Or maybe something like Lost Odyssey, something that would make sense for the Japanese audience if it's getting announced next week is what would be my guess. It would have to make sense for that audience and play well on the handheld.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good question. It's a good question. I'm definitely interested and intrigued to see what it could be. I mean, anything could be happening. And
so they need a game to sell the handheld. For
that's true. This is the thing that was funny because I thought it was going to be Hollow Knight, but then Hollow Knight got released before the handheld drop.
Mm-hmm.
So they made it seem like the handheld was going to be dropping with Hollow Knight as the game. You know what I'm saying? So good question. That's a good question. Now, this is a thing. I've heard on the streets that there's a pretty big Fallout event taking place right now, or tomorrow, or sometime soon. So maybe we're gonna get a big Fallout announcement. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's definitely happening. I just don't know if it's happening this year. I can see that being a developer direct type thing.
Well, they're doing something now that people are going to be talking about in the next few days. So we'll see. We'll see. They just did the big update, Gone Fission, and I know they were going to have like the biggest update they've done yet coming out. So who knows what's going to happen?
Because what makes most sense is a New Vegas remaster or remake, whatever they want to call it. That's what makes the most sense, being that the new season of Fallout takes place in Vegas. And you know, that's one of the most beloved Fallouts. That one would probably make the most sense.
It's possible. Anything is possible. All right. Anything else on this before we end on the last topic?
Let's go.
No, nothing else.
Roll into it.
All right, let me get this timestamp. All right. Last chapter. You heard me talk about it, but Series S is out here in the streets putting in the work. What do you mean? Well, very simple. We've heard it throughout time. Series S was causing problems, making it difficult for people to make games and do all this crap, all bullshit. For the amount of games that was harder for them to make on the Series S that they complained about, you can count on your hands. Whereas the thousands of games that release every day or all this time are all dropping on the Series S with no problem, right? That being said, over here, Windows Central puts this out, says Battlefield 6 is better and more stable thanks to the development on the Xbox Series S. Given the console's lower specs, DICE explored a series of improvements that will benefit all platforms. Interesting. So the story goes, Kotaku recently sat down with DICE, developers of Battlefield 6, for a discussion on the various console ports being released for the title. The technical director of Battlefield 6, Christian Bull, said, I will say that the biggest thing we did that was a challenge for us was memory. Xbox Series S does have less memory than even our mid-spec PC. And so there was a point, I want to say 6 to 12 months ago, where we kind of realized that a lot of our levels were crashing on the Xbox Series S. After reviewing the code and optimizing specific aspects of Battlefield 6 and the Frostbite engine, Bull stated that the process made the whole game better and more stable, which all players will get to experience. So, and then Jazz says, in my own playtime, Battlefield 6 was one of the best running AAA titles I've seen in recent years. Having played both on Xbox and PC, I was surprised at how well BF6 ran. Considering it was months away from release, I guess we get to thank the Xbox Series S for that. I mean, listen, this is the thing, and we've said it, right? There's a lot of quote unquote like lazy development that goes on. And like, to be clear, I'm not saying that developers are lazy and they're not putting in work and doing what they got to do, but it's the path of least resistance, right? So it's like, okay, let's make the game work over there. And if it doesn't run that well on the Series S or whatever the case is, F it. But they didn't, right? They chose to go the route where they actually worked on it, as opposed to Baldur's Gate 3, who sat there talking all that crap and then magically everything was okay. Same thing with what's their name? Black Myth Wukong.
Yep.
Oh, we can't do it. No, we can do it. We can do it. And then boom, there it is. It works. Maybe if they all did what Battlefield devs did, they would have had a better game right off the rip. Where in fact, Baldur's Gate they worked it out and made the game better for everyone after the fact, right? It's like, if you did it first, maybe you would have been good. If you got good and you did it right, it would have worked out. Look, countless games released on the Series S. So we know anytime you hear people talk about it like it's a big problem, It's
They're the problem.
ridiculous.
Mhm.
Notice how he said it's not even at our mid spec. But let me ask you a question. Is Battlefield going to run only on the mid spec, or is it going to run also on lower specs?
Lower specs.
It's going to run on lower specs as well. So even though the Series S is closer to the mid spec, there's still going to be lower specs that don't have as much. Therefore, they have to make sure it runs. But they always want to put this extra shit on the Series S to make it an issue. But look at them. They did it, and now the game is better for it. How is it possible if the Series S sucks? Don't know. Farrell, tell me.
How is it possible?
How's it
If
possible? The Series X sucks balls. How is it that it helps them get better with all the other versions of the game?
I would say it's possible because Xbox actually knows what the hell they're doing, and they don't just make a piece of hardware without thinking about the needs of developers beforehand. And they have a lot of developers in-house that they get to ask questions to, and they also talk with their third-party development partners of what they need for the next generation of hardware. And they figured out what the minimum spec was that would be, the most affordable for the consumer at that lower spec, and they, met that need. Yeah.
Baby, the Series S holding back gaming. Crazy. But Switch 2 is just catching up to the Series S. If they're going to release these games on Switch 2 at some point, what are they going to do?
That's the thing. That's where everything gets exposed, right? And it becomes an issue. Like, you came out here and you were concerned about people understanding the power of the Series S and looking at the price tag and saying, this makes sense to me. And now you want people to think that what Nintendo is doing with the Switch 2 is, a huge deal. It doesn't go together. It doesn't go hand in hand. So make it make sense. The developers never had a freaking issue, a lack of desire, an excuse to say, okay, well, I'm going to use as an excuse the fact that Xbox wants the games on the S and X simultaneously. I'm going to use that as an excuse and blame it on the S so that I don't have to do this and go ahead and take this deal over here on the side. There was a lack of desire. And I think that, for me, it's very transparent when these things happen. With BG3, with Black Myth Wukong, like it screams out. So I don't necessarily care when they go ahead and supposedly figure it out. You should have put the same effort into it prior. If you thought that was going to be a tough task, then it's something you start early. And you hold things back, or you do whatever you need to do. You put out an apology. You don't come out here and say it's because of this console. No, it's because mismanagement of time, right? If you didn't manage your time correctly, you didn't have enough time to go ahead and port it to the S. And again, this is me giving them some grace. This is actually not the situation that took place. They neglected to make it because of, they had other things in sight. Kudos to Battlefield 6, I want to say, but at the same time, no, you're trying to reach the audience. If you know that you need to be everywhere and you want those players to show up for you, start treating them with respect. And I'm not going to give you props for showing up the way that you should, right? And treating us with the respect that we deserve. If you want our money, we're not second-class citizens, and we need the game on the X, on the S, at the same time that everybody else is getting a slice of that cake. And that gives you a better chance, a better opportunity for us to show up for your game. The end. But the idea of like, good job for showing up for us, no, you want to show up. It's in your best interest. You want my money.
Facts. Bars. 100%. I mean, and the reality is this. Right now, they see the way that everything's going, and there's no more this idea where releasing on PlayStation only is going to give you a big boost, because it doesn't. And the last thing you want to do is create a narrative where your game isn't optimized for Xbox platform, right? Because then you just end up with all this audience not wanting to partake in what you offer, and then you have the PlayStation people who don't show up anyway, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to put yourself in that situation. And they saw the backlash. Go ahead, Farrell.
I was gonna say, I think we're in a space where, you know, nobody might want to admit it, but Xbox and PC kind of dictates what's hot in the industry right now. Like, you know, if it's not hot on PC and Xbox, it's not hot anywhere else. Like, that's what the majority of people are playing. If it's big on Xbox and PC, it's bound to be big everywhere else. That's not the same case with PlayStation at the moment. The games that PlayStation seems to promote and hype up don't seem to capture their audience in the way that they would hope. And Xbox seems this generation to luck into big games. It feels like, you know, like every game that they you know, kind of market or stumble upon ends up being big, whether it be, you know, like a Hypercharge or a Hollow Knight Silk Song or a Power World, Outriders. You know, it's like if you align yourself with Xbox, you typically tend to have more success this generation than if you've aligned with anyone else.
You know, I would say those are bars right there. I think one thing that I think both PlayStation and Xbox learned this generation for sure, and it's going off the back of, I saw Video Game Armada. He says it's a shame developers only used a fraction of the tools of both the Xbox Series S and X. Just imagine what kind of games we would have had if they put the time and effort in. Facts, right? Because we know there's some proprietary shit in Xbox that is never being used, right?
Yeah, like the hardware machine learning.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit that's in there that nobody's using, and I think what Xbox and PlayStation are both learning from this generation is that developers will always travel the path of least resistance. They don't want to make proprietary shit for a console. They don't want to spend their time learning about, you know, the machine learning shit that Xbox can do, because if they can't put it on the PlayStation, then they have to come up with a different solution over there to make it work, right? Same thing with the PlayStation, the magical SSD. Nobody give a fuck about that SSD, because what are they going to do with it? They're not making their exclusive games. Fuck, even the exclusive games didn't fucking do it. Why? Because PlayStation knew all along they were going to put their games everywhere. That's why. They knew from the beginning. They were like, we're going to put this SSD over there. And then they were like, all right, fuck this. Scratch that. We're releasing in other places. We can't be making this game unusable. That's what happens.
Now we're in a new world where games are going everywhere more than ever. And it doesn't even make sense for your first party developers to spend a lot of time optimizing
bullshit.
Yeah, using proprietary stuff, because it can't transfer over to the other platforms. Especially now that Xbox is leaning more into PC than they are, you know, their core console roots. It doesn't make sense to do the proprietary console.
And that's the shit that makes me excited about Xbox, because you gotta remember, Xbox is a software company, right? Like that's their lane, right? They know software. And one of the big things that I think personally, based off of how they've talked about this next generation, is I think what they're trying to introduce are all these, like, what would be proprietary technical and like advancements that through software they're going to make it where the developer doesn't have to think about it, and it's just going to work, as opposed to having to hard code for something. Like, I feel like the way Xbox is looking at this is that they're taking this huge technological advancement and they're going to push things forward, but they're going to do it in a way where it's all going to be built into the stack. You're not going to have to do anything special to take advantage of it. So it'll just be like taking advantage of more power, even though the Xbox is going to make that happen the way it needs to, whether through cloud, whether through AI, whether through all that shit. It's just going to happen on the Xbox, which I think is going to be one of the biggest things.
They're using their advantages in software and infrastructure to bend the industry to their will. That's basically what they're doing right now.
Facts. Yeah, I think that's the most exciting part of all this stuff, that we're going to see. I think we're going to see that Xbox is really going to be taking things to the next level and really making sure that whatever they make next will actually be utilized, like the system will be utilized, because they're going to make it so that it happens by itself, the way it needs to happen. And I think that's going to be huge. Yeah. So I think this is a really big deal. That this is the fact that DICE said, let's do this now, is letting them know that, hey, this matters. We have to get this right. We don't want to fuck up, and we're not going to release some shitty version of the game that ultimately backs, because they're already up against this gigantic mountain of Call of Duty, right? So you really don't want to hit that point. That being said, is there, like, when it comes to this, anything else that you have to any bars you want to drop, baby? Any bars you want to drop before we head out?
Didn't Battlefield change their tune with their skins?
No, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Got it. All right.
During the show.
Oh, CMoney and Doodle going to war tomorrow.
Yes. I know last week we weren't here. We will be back tomorrow in the morning. So it'll be 11 a.m.
Okay.
But yeah. Farrell, anything else on Series S doing this thing?
Well, my going out will be if Battlefield changes its tune. I'm hoping Call of Duty changes its tune for CMoney. You spent a lot of money on skins.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes, because I was really angry about that. Not happy about that at all. Even though we did play Black Ops on community game night. Farrell, you got to hop in, bro. Thursday nights, 10 o'clock. You could do it. I know you don't like multiplayer. That's all right. Just come in, do a round. Pew, pew, pew. You know what I'm saying?
Smacked up, have everyone laugh at me.
Yeah, listen, there's a lot of people that get slapped up, and nobody laughs. We just blame it on.
I remember when Halo Infinite came out, we did our show while all playing like Halo Infinite, and like we went through the topics, and I was just getting mopped up. It was hilarious.
That's very hard to do.
Farrell, you just let me know who said what.
There you go.
All right.
Facts. All right, listen. We're gonna wrap up. First of all, I gotta say this. I want to thank Doodle for rocking out this entire time. If you remember at the beginning of the show, I told you guys that Doodle was not feeling well and that she was going to rock with us for a while, but ultimately she would go. But she did not. She rocked out the entire show. So shout out to Doodle.
Thank you
for rocking out with us this whole time. Gotta give her that finger blast. I'm the only one. Don't put that shit in the chat. Okay, don't put that shit in the chat. Only I can do it. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's it.
Before the show, she was definitely sounding rough. I didn't think she was gonna make it too long, but
dude, I don't even know. I'm like definitely.
I couldn't even tell you were sick during the show.
That's because Doodle doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
Okay. Doodle don't fuck around. Look at Suicide Case said Doodle ain't no punk.
That's right, baby.
Right. Believe that. Believe
no,
that.
No pabbing over here.
Happy Tuesday.
No Pab Tuesday,
that's right.
baby. No Pab Tuesday. That is the fact. But yes.
I knew something powered me through.
That's right. That's right. So listen, shout out to her. Thank you, Doodle, for rocking out with us.
Absolutely, baby.
It's a great show. Shout out to you, Farrell, for rocking out, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to everybody who's live in the building, man. Appreciate you guys. Remember, once this show goes out there, Don't forget to like, go leave a comment if you can. Just fucking put something down there. Great show, anything, just to keep it going. Because again, as you know, YouTube is on some killer clown shit. You know what I'm saying? They're just degrading.
Yeah, make sure you hit that hype button now.
Yeah, you go hype.
You just can't hit the like button no more. You got to hit the like.
Yeah,
you got to hit the hype,
like
and you got to leave a comment.
You gotta share it.
Yeah, share it out. If you're on Twitter, if you're anywhere, just fucking share out the thing, because YouTube is on some other shit. Obviously we do have our Discord. Come join, man. Come rock out. If you haven't gotten a chance to see, check on the channel. Doodle has put out a bunch of AMVs. If you're old school, you know that we had a bunch of AMVs on our channel for the longest of time, but we couldn't get monetized. If you remember, this is a couple years ago now. So now that we're monetized, we said, fuck it. Let's start putting this stuff back up.
Well, they wouldn't tell us exactly what the issue was. They just said there's something there that has copyrights or something. And it's, instead of saying this particular one, you can't monetize on, which is what they do after, right? They went ahead and said, you got to figure it out before we let you through.
Facts. Yeah, so we had to get rid of them, but now they're back. So go check them out.
Hope you guys enjoy them.
Like I said, the biggest thing that you could do if you support the channel, we appreciate you rocking out with us here. But again, all those little things of engagement matter. So leave a comment after the show, hit the like button, share it out. All that stuff matters, man. So thank y'all guys for rocking out with us. We appreciate y'all. Our homie Farrell, man, let everybody know where to find you, man. Thank you so much for rocking out with us, bro.
You can find me on the Vitamin G podcast channel. I don't know what type of show I'll be doing tomorrow, but it'll either be a solo or we'll see who pops up. But yeah, come through and rock out. I will drop the link in the chat.
Nice.
And yeah, we'll have a good time.
Awesome.
Shout out to Wade Johnson. Thank you so much. He got COVID for the first time last month. That sucks, man. That sucks. Yeah, I'm super achy. I'm not feeling good at all. And it kind of just hit. Like it's crazy actually. I'm like, I didn't see this coming. So
take your vitamins, load up on your garlic.
Nobody want no goddamn garlic.
Hey,
okay, we rather stay sick.
Guys, Farrell's trying to kill me with garlic.
God
trying to get me to eat some garlic.
Load up on your garlic, your ginger, your multivitamin, and have a blessed winter.
Thank you.
Because winter is coming.
Vitamins I'll take.
Winter is coming. Winter is coming.
Ginger too? What are you trying to do to me, Farrell?
Hey,
no.
I'm just telling you, it works.
Too far.
It works.
Too far. All right, guys. Well, thank you again. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, 11 a.m. That one's a shorter show, so definitely be there early if you can, so you don't miss much of it. But we definitely got some great topics for tomorrow as well. So definitely come through there, man. And then we'll be back Thursday night. Got a secret game that we're gonna be playing. That's the single player portion, and then we got our community game night around 10ish. We'll see what we end up playing there, but get in our Discord. That's where we get everything kind of set up for it. So if you're looking to come hang out and play some multiplayer games, definitely be there, man. All right, guys, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes,
we're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.